The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Okay, gentlemen. Let's make records. Okay.
You don't need me, but I need you. Give me room, give me space. You never showed your face. You don't need me, but I need you. Do me good, do me good, do me good, do you good, do me good, do us good tonight, right? Do me good, do me good, do me good, do you good, do me good, do us good tonight. Oh, tonight. She lay beside my side. Oh, tonight. Where will she be tonight? Oh, darling, do me good, do me good, do me good, do you good, do me good, do us good tonight, right? Give it up, give it all. You never tried to go. You don't need me, but I need you. Give me room, give me space. You never showed your face. You don't need me, but I need you. Do me good, do me good, do me good, do you good, do me good, do us good tonight, right? Do me good, do you good, do me good, do me good, do us good, do us good tonight.
40 years to the very day since Keith Moon died. Keith Moon, do me good. 40 years ago, we lost him.
So just a small mistake there on where I said, oh, last night. I said, where were you last night?
There we go. It's Keith Moon there, who died 40 years ago today. Your memories of Keith Moon, please. 0344 499 1000. Can you name a better drummer than Keith Moon? I don't think so.
Philip Collins?
No, man! And also...
Karen Carpenter.
I have an idea for a feature. I've got the title for a feature, but I don't really know where to take it. It's called Desert Island Dicks. And basically, there's two ways I can see it going, dear listener, but if you can think of a way of it going better... What are you fiddling with down there between your legs? What have you got down there? What are you twiddling away? What's happening? What are you doing?
Nothing.
You're flicking away with something.
I am not.
Something's going on down there.
Now it's going on.
It's either you have to pick 3 detectives that you would take,
or 3 people that you wouldn't mind killing and eating.
No, or 3 people that you would take to a desert island to hump. Let's do the detectives first, okay? I would take Columbo. I would take Bergerac because he's got experience of dealing with islands. And I would take... Well, I wouldn't take... who's the fella in the wheelchair? I'm not going to take him. Ironside. I'm not taking Ironside.
Why?
It's
no good on sand.
It's a desert island. I don't know if you've ever pushed a wheelchair on a desert island. It's a faff. It really is a faff. You'd have to construct ramps and decking. So I'm sorry, no. I'm all for equal rights. Of course, I'm for equal rights for people of all abilities and but apart from that idiot that writes for that stupid online bum rag, where some idiot writes for this stupid online bum rag. I don't know what a bum rag is.
It's not very nice.
But writing rubbish about me. Anyway, saying that I bullied someone with cerebral palsy. Anyway.
He means him because he corrected him for writing nonsense.
Anyway, here's the thing. Let's not just tonight's show. I really don't want to go. Could you write me a do not swear? Could you write me a do not swear post-it and a be kind post-it, please?
All right. Can I have a pen then? Or am I doing it in blood?
All right, mate.
That kind of is counter.
You can't have my Emoji pen, but you can have that.
So that's my Emoji pen.
Please, this tone is 7 minutes in and already you're really riling the listeners
You've
up.
accused me of twiddling with myself.
You're really winding the listeners up. Really getting them angry. What is it? Sydney? Hello, Sydney?
Oh, hello.
Is Catherine getting on your nerves tonight already?
No, not at all.
Right.
Thank
Right.
you.
Alan?
Yes, Ian.
Is Catherine getting on your nerves a bit tonight?
Oh, I'm afraid she's dropped the ball at the start of the show.
There we go. Well, let's just try Sydney again. Sydney, you've had a bit of a time to rethink. Is Catherine getting on your nerves tonight, Sydney?
No.
Right, OK, Sydney. So I wouldn't take Ironside. I would not bring a disabled detective to a desert island with me. Don't be a dick. That's just right one that says be nice, please.
That is be nice.
No, it's not. So I'd take Columbo, and I would take Bergerac, and I would take here we go. Name a lady detective. There aren't any ladies.
Yeah, there are loads.
There's none.
Jessica Fletcher,
Right,
Murder, She Wrote.
Right, stop there.
Miss Marple.
No, stop there. We'll deal with these one at a time. Jessica Fletcher isn't a detective.
Yes,
she's an authoress.
Yeah, but she turns detective.
No, she's not. She's not a detective. She's an authoress. She's a nosy writer.
Jane Tennyson.
Who?
Silent Witness. No, so not Silent Witness. She's,
You don't even know.
Yeah, I do.
And you're a woman.
Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren's an actor.
No, she is Jane Tennyson.
Right? Can we just check with Sydney, because something about what Sydney said really got me angry. Sydney.
That's me and Lacey.
Right.
Yes.
She's getting on my nerves. Sydney's getting on my nerves. They're not detectives. They're cops. They're not detectives, Sydney. They're cops.
They're coppers in disguise, which makes them detectives.
You're getting on my nerves, Sydney. Getting on my nerves.
I think she's fabulous.
Okay. You are getting on my nerves. It's not even 10 minutes into the show. This subordination.
Subordination.
You're doing subordination.
Subordination.
You're being subordinative. Do me good, as Keith Moon saying.
No, I certainly won't.
Well, Sydney can wait, actually. No, she called him first. She can wait. I'll go to Alan Caddick, actually, because I prefer Alan's tone. Good evening, Alan.
Hiya, Mark.
Alan, what have you got for us tonight, please, mate?
I'll give you my 3 detectives.
OK, so this is Desert Island Dicks. So this is if you were to take 3 detectives, then we're going to play the version where it's if you had to take 3 male lovers to the island, OK? So let's start... let's start with the detectives. Who would your 3 detectives be?
Hercule Poirot.
Oh, no, he's annoying.
Well, which one? Suchet or Branner?
Has to be David Suchet.
Of course it would, because Branner is a numpty.
David Suchet, to me, was Poirot.
What about Ustinov?
It doesn't count.
It wasn't he
We're
Poirot?
going by TV series, Kath.
Yeah, we're talking about TV series.
Oh,
Kath.
sorry, guys.
Yeah,
Right,
it's all right.
carry on.
It's all right. It's kind of. You're right. It's quite an involved game, Catherine. It's a little bit much to grasp. But if someone could phone 0344.
Takes a dick to know what. No?
I'm going to ignore that. 0344 499 1000. Could someone phone up and explain the rules of Desert Island Dicks to Catherine, please? Because I've lost patience here. I haven't got. I'm a busy guy and I just don't have the time. But you slack-jawed losers listening to this, you probably have. You don't have jobs and you're drinking heavily. So
Can I refer you to Post-it 3?
be nice to the idiots. Okay. So Alan, so we've got Suchet's Poirot.
Jim Bergerac.
Jim Bergerac, yep, okay, because he knows islands.
And Ken Boone.
Boone.
Well, Boone wasn't a detective, mate. Boone was just a...
He was a private dick.
He was an ex-fireman who ran a detective agency.
Yeah, exactly. Well, did he run it? I thought he was a handyman.
No, he ran his own detective agency.
Where has Sydney gone? Get Sydney back. What is going on with people? Honestly, right, the abuse I've had to suffer on Twitter from this Able to UK website and idiots that rang this. Did you see the abuse we were getting last night, Alan, from a former caller to this show?
I heard about it.
We got abuse online. Someone saying that Catherine should put her tongue up my bum hole.
Oh my God!
Don't bring my tongue into this.
Well, hang on a second. Let's not rule it out.
Or into that.
Let's not rule it out.
What would Mr.
Hang on a
Ball
minute.
say?
Be quiet. Get on the microphone, Sam. I'm really starting to lose my temper now. Where has Sydney gone?
I don't know. It's going to voicemail.
Maybe she's been murdered.
Maybe she's tired of you.
Maybe she bottled it.
Maybe she bottled it, actually. Maybe she realised that Kath was being annoying, but she just wasn't big enough. You weren't big enough, Sydney, to admit your heinous mistake.
Heinous.
How dare you?
If she was on YouTube, she'd be timed out.
Right, so we've got Bergerac, Poirot, and who? Ken Hom, the Chinese detective.
No, Ken Boone.
Ken Boone.
Michael Elphick.
You've got to be sorry for Michael Elphick, haven't you?
Yeah.
Got to be sorry for old Boone. He had a boozer. Was he a boozer? I don't know, actually. I'm thinking of Tosh Lyons.
But that was in the bill, but he was a copper.
Yeah. But he died of alcoholic beverages, didn't he?
Yeah, well, I think that was Jim Carver.
No, Tosh Lyons did.
No, Jim Carver had a drink problem.
What, the actor or the character?
The character.
I'm talking about the real man, Tosh Lyons. Was he a real man? Was that his name in real life?
No, that was his character name. Tosh Lyons was the character
Kath is
name.
telling me it went up the wrong hole. Okay. Right.
Kath, make it unusual. Google the actor's real name for Tosh Lyons.
Do what Caddick says.
Up yours.
Wow.
Aye! Don't you be started on me, Miss Boyle.
It's like she's developed a will of her own or something. Have you been reading those feminist pamphlets?
Yes.
We're in trouble tonight, Alan.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to cut you off now.
Thank you.
There we go. 0344 499 1000. Oh, we didn't do it if we had to take male lovers. Sydney's calling back in. Yeah, what's wrong? Have you called back in? Hello. Have you called back in to apologise?
Am I on here?
Yes, you are. So you better think very, very carefully about what
I'm absolutely not apologising. No, absolutely not to apologise. I phoned back just to say, to be fair, I only phoned in to say, Keith Moon, great guy, but an insufferable twat if you had to... surely. That's all I phoned up to say.
Do you know what? You're right.
Then,
I've often said this. I've often said this. People go, Keith Moon was great fun. Do you know what? I bet he was an absolute nightmare to be around. An absolute. You read about him driving a car into a Rolls Royce into a swimming pool, going up, 15th floors and climbing out of hotel windows. So, flipping heck, mate. Give it a rest, Mooney.
And do you ever imagine being in a hotel room with him when he's slinging things out of the window, and how awful that would actually be in real life?
One of the tricks he did was he would super glue all the furniture to the ceiling. So the hotel room was upside down. He just think, oh, for God, I've just played a concert in front of 25,000 people at Madison Square Gardens. I just want to go to bed, mate. And my bed's on the flipping ceiling, Mooney. Can we get another drummer? I agree with you on that, Sydney. Which makes it all the worse that you've come on with this attitude.
It's why I hung up, Ian.
Because of your negative attitude. That's what it is. That's what it is, Sydney.
I think...
Have you been reading pamphlets today as well?
Pamphlets?
About feminism and stuff. Because Catherine has been very... independent this evening, and I...
This evening.
No, actually, I've got to say, sorry, woman to woman, don't turn me against Catherine again. I've already said she's not been annoying,
exactly.
Ian.
OK, Sydney, I've just cut you off.
Sisters before misters, isn't it?
Bros before hoes.
And the hoe in this scenario is?
I don't want to get involved in it. Really, I have to discuss that with my bros first. 03...
You are the least bro-ish person I know.
Actually, sucking my teeth at you, yeah. I've been practising sucking my teeth recently because I'd really want to be able to do it
Why?
First of all, I don't know why it's considered rude. It's considered rude, isn't it?
It's kissing your teeth.
But when I do it, it turns into that noise you make for horses. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Or the thing you do for cats.
So you're trying to express displeasure, but you end up being followed by...
Puss, puss, puss.
by all the animals.
Puss, puss, puss.
Why does that attract animals, that noise? They just know that that's their noise.
Well, no, well, the horse noise is... Because that's the kind of noise that horses... That's their ear frequencies are based on that kind of click-click noise.
No, they're not. They're based on...
Mr. Wilkes. And cats... Because that sounds like a cat suckling. Sounds like, of course it does. It sounds like a cat suckling. It brings out the mother instinct in the
You're
police.
making this up now.
Again, there's that stuff. So this is the show. I've got a feeling that I may be asking Catherine to leave at some point before 10:30. 0344.
He's frightened.
I'm not frightened. I'm afraid of no ghost.
All right, then do the number then.
0344 499 1000 Butler!
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Do me good, do you? 40 years to the day since Keith Moon died, so we're celebrating his death. That sounds wrong, but you know what I mean.
It's what he would have wanted.
It's what you would. We're celebrating it by doing loads of quaaludes. Oh, we're not. 0344 499 1000. Let's. I don't trust any of the names that are on this switchboard. Don't trust any of them.
Fingers on buttons, gentlemen.
Fingers on the... Just to remind you guys, we have a dump button, so if you say anything rude or offensive, it doesn't get broadcast. With that in mind, let's go to Nick. Good evening, Nick.
Oh, evening, Ian. How are you this evening?
I'm very well, thank you, Nick.
Ah, brilliant. Now, these detectives you want.
The what?
These detectives you want now.
Yes.
I think of Poirot.
Yes.
And Miss Marple.
Yes. Why would you want Miss Marple? She's an old sourpuss.
Yes, but she's really brainy, she is.
Okay.
And Sherlock Holmes I like as well.
You've gone for the driest of all the detectives. Those guys are Dullsville. What would you talk to? I don't like Sherlock. I don't like any of them,
Sherlock
actually.
Holmes doesn't like other people.
No.
Miss Marple isn't liked by other people. And Poirot's annoying.
Sherlock Holmes was a cocaine addict.
Opium.
Well, either way, you'd want to hang out with a junkie going cold turkey?
Fair enough.
Yeah. Well, maybe
Worse still, he might bring his violin.
Yeah, but maybe you're hoping he's got a little bit to share. Outrageous. I can honestly say, I don't think I've ever seen anything beyond a short 90-second trailer for a Miss Marple, because it just reeks to me of boring Sunday evenings.
School in the morning.
School in the morning. You can stay up and watch TV. What's on? Miss Marple.
Night, Mum.
Yeah. If push came to shove, Nick, do you reckon you could solve a murder?
I reckon I could if I had a go, yeah.
Yeah.
I think most murders aren't as complicated as the ones on telly.
Here's what I don't get, right? Did they do this? Were they going to do this? You know, there's all these unsolved murders, right? Right, okay, unsolved murders and missing people, okay? So Madeleine McCann, right?
Yeah.
And Susie Lamplugh and all of these cases, right? Years and years after they've happened. Why don't they put all of the evidence online, Nick, and make it like into a computer game, like an online, you know, used to text adventures you used to get, go north, open door, hit troll. Put it all online so that amateur sleuths can go, I'm gonna have a little look at the Susie Lamplugh case.
I think some people think that's already happening.
That would be good.
That would be good, wouldn't it? Because you never
doing that.
The cases where there's no chance of them being solved.
I was going to say, if there's an active case going, they can't do that.
All right, legalese.
Just saying, you've got people trampling all over crime scenes.
Yeah, you're not going to put like a murder that was on last week. We do it.
That was on, like an event. Flipping heck.
I'm talking about ones from years ago where there's no chance of them ever solving it.
Yeah.
Put it online. Let people like Nick have a look at it. Which unsolved murder, Nick? I was going to say gets you horny, but that's not the appropriate phrase at all. Which unsolved murder? This is would get your juices flowing in terms of wanting to have a little pop at it.
I'll have to have a good look through them all before I decide, because I like my murder stuff. I always watch I'm one of those boring people. Some people may say I like to watch these crime and investigation channels.
Yeah. I
love programs like that.
I bet you do. This is what we need. We need people like Nick, enthusiastic, slightly weird loners with time on their hands to solve stuff that the police can't do because they're out booking innocent people with parking fines.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. That.
Nick, listen, thank you for that, mate. I appreciate that.
Speak to you soon.
Tata, we could be onto something here. Put them all online.
I'm distancing myself from
Who
the whole
was I
thing.
speaking to? I was speaking to someone recently about the Susie Lamplugh case, and they reckon they've solved it. Because you know, Mr. Kipper was the appointment that Susie Lamplugh was an estate agent. I'm going to say 30 years ago. About 30, it was late 80s, 30 years ago, and she went to meet this Mr. Kipper about 4:20, and she was never seen again. But I was speaking to someone who, do you know who it might have been? It might have been Daisy McAndrew, actually. It might have been Daisy McAndrew, she's doing the show with Mike Graham in the mornings. It might have been. And anyway, this person was saying that there was a convicted murderer who's still in prison for something else, whose nickname is the Kipper. And there, like, loads of clues kind of pointed to him, but he's never confessed it publicly. He's never come out and said, actually, it was me. He's just kept showing. The thought is that it's him. Mm. That's what I'm saying. So that's that one solved. So we can strike that one from the database. That is genuinely a brilliant idea. Imagine you've got a few hours to kill, as an inappropriate choice of phrase. You go, whoa. Let's pull up Jack the Ripper. Let's have a little look at that. Let's have a look. So we got this, we got that. It's just a fresh pair of eyes. You know when you're looking for car keys and you ask someone to come in with a fresh pair of eyes?
I think being a detective is slightly more tricky than looking for car keys.
It's quite straightforward. You've got the clues.
People practice for a long time before they're allowed to do it.
But sometimes you're taught out of your natural instinct. Sometimes you've got to follow your gut. Sometimes you can't learn everything from books and lessons.
Will you be arresting people?
No.
Would you be responsible for of arresting people?
£25,000 reward if you solve this. If you solve this murder or this missing person, £25,000. We're the police. We haven't got a.
They can't.
Flipping clue.
They can't say that.
We haven't got a flipping. We have got clues.
They can't say that. Though.
All right. Well, they can say it.
No, because it undermines public confidence.
Oh, right. And Hillsborough didn't.
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
Whoa.
The police.
Whoa.
People don't have confidence in the police.
That was one section.
Yeah. But
Careful.
People don't have confidence in the police.
No, but what I'm saying is that people need to feel like the police are. That's a completely different thing. Anyway, I don't think that was right to bring that in.
But no one thinks the police are good at solving murders or crimes. No one does. Do you?
I think you only ever hear about the ones they don't.
Exactly. And that's plenty of them. So I think you do a website, We Are the Police.
God. We Are the Police.
.com. And the first thing is we cannot solve these murders. We cannot solve these murders. Can you help? £25,000 reward. You don't think that's a winner?
Oh.
You're not convinced?
It's an awful idea.
Why do you think it's an awful idea?
Because you just can't do that.
Why? I don't understand why not.
Because it's really complicated. You've got people's lives and, deaths hanging in the balance, right?
Well, they're not going to go out. The people that Nick or Neil, whatever his name is, isn't going to go out and arrest people. He puts all the evidence together.
But what if the information gets into the wrong hands?
I think they've done this in some countries. I'm sure they have done this in some The Golden Gate Killer was done like this.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, he was. It was done.
It was found on DNA evidence.
But Patton Oswalt's wife got all the evidence together for a book that she was writing, and that implied that it was this guy.
Yeah, but the police did the final roundup and collected all the evidence. They know how to do it properly.
The police are going to do the final roundup on this. I think it's a great idea. 034 4499 1000. Good evening, Brian.
Hello, Ian.
Good evening.
You've got the date wrong with Keith Moon, by the way.
No, I haven't. 40 years ago today.
Not today. It was the 7th of September.
Nope, it was not. No, it wasn't. It was 40 years ago today.
Why do you say 40 years?
Because it was 40...
Today, I know it was 78, but why are you saying it was today?
Because it's 40 years ago. I don't know if you listened to the start of the show.
Yeah.
We played Do Me Good by Keith Moon.
Yeah, so is it 40 years since that record was released?
It's not 40 years.
Sorry? Yeah. Okay, so...
Right, so we've got you wrong on that. Right, okay,
7th
fine.
of September when he died.
Incorrect.
How is that?
Well, because that's not when he died.
No,
Today...
it's the 7th of September.
Today...
is a date. That is a date.
Today is the 40th... I don't even know what the date is today. What is the date? Hang on.
15th of May.
The 15th of May.
Mike Oldfield's birthday.
No, it's not. That's in September.
Don't talk silly.
I'm not the one who's talking solly.
Silly.
Solly.
Anyway, Keith Moon died on the 7th of September, 1978.
Why are you spreading fake news?
Oh, don't wind me up, boy. Wind me up.
I will wind you up, sir, because you're winding me up, sir.
Look at Wikipedia or something and you'll find that Keith Moon died on the 7th of September, 1978.
Right, hang on a minute. We go to...
Okay.
You just wait there, Brian.
Okay.
Go to Wikipedia... Keith Moon, okie dokie, hang on a second, Keith Moon, hang on a second, Keith Moon, yeah, 15th of May, 1978. It says it on Wikipedia, mate.
Rubbish.
Go to there now, quickly.
Rubbish.
Go to there now, quickly, before they change it back.
I'm not near a tablet.
23rd of August to the 15th of May. Catherine, could you verify that, please?
That's what it says.
It's exactly what it says, buddy.
No, that's wrong.
It's not wrong. I'm gonna get a screen grab. I'm getting a screen grab. I'm gonna get a screen grab. There we go. Screen grab. There we go. I'm gonna post that on Twitter.
Okay, right.
What's your Twitter handle?
And also, I don't have a Twitter. I don't get involved with that. What I'm going to say to you now is, you were asking about who played Tosh Lines. It was Kevin Lloyd.
That was it. Yes, thank you very much. You got that right, but everything else...
I definitely got the other question right.
He's got that wrong. I cut the wrong person off. Hang on, he's got him off there. Well, there we go. I've just tweeted the evidence that Keith Moon died 40 years ago today. It's on Wikipedia, guys.
Isn't it a shame when people can't accept facts?
It's on Wikipedia. He told me to go to Wikipedia. It's on Wikipedia. Go and have a look at it, guys, quickly. Really, really quickly.
Confirmation bias.
Yeah, Keith Moon, Wikipedia, 15th of May, 1978. This is Talk Radio.
The radio show for people who know the best part of the day is the night.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
03444991000 is the telephone number. Good evening, Sean.
Hello?
Hello, Sean.
Hi, Ian.
Hi, Sean.
How's your day so far?
Fine. Whereabouts are you calling from?
I'm calling from Wyoming.
Okay. What state is Wyoming in?
It's in the United States of America.
Which state of that? Great nation?
No, it's in USA.
Yeah, in which state of that great nation? Thanks for calling.
Dearie me.
Maybe he was genuine. What vibe did you get, Sam? You're the vibe keeper. It felt like that kid yesterday, didn't it? But it was an American number. Oh, well, who cares? Let's go to Tony. Good evening, Tony.
Hello?
Hello, Tony.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, Tony.
I wanted to say first about the drummer, Cozy Powell.
Who was Cozy Powell in?
Cozy Powell was in the 70s. He done a tune called Dance with the Devil.
Yeah, I know the name Cozy. He was in a big group, though, wasn't he?
I think he might have been at the beginning, but, towards the end he was on his own, and that was a proper famous tune. That was Dance with the Devil. And if you sort of Google that...
Dance with the Devil, Cozy Pal.
Yeah,
this is Tony. This is Tony, Catherine. Yeah. It's Tony, isn't it? Tony, meet Catherine. Yes. Catherine, meet Tony.
Word.
Hello.
I tell you who's a good drummer, Ginger Baker.
Ginger Baker, yes.
Have you seen that documentary about Ginger Baker?
No, I haven't, no.
Oh, it's a great film. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a great film. Another man completely, absolutely nuts and probably a pain in the backside like no other. But some kind of drummer, I tell you that.
Cozy Pearl was, and the three detectives I wanted to say was Van der Valk. James Hazel.
Now hang on, which one was Van der Valk? What was the?
Yeah, high level. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good theme tune. Now, if we're judging detectives by theme tunes, then that one will be up there. That'll be second to Bergerac.
Hazel and Shoestring. Was he Shoestring?
I remember Shoestring. Who was Hazel?
Hazel was Terry Venables wrote it.
Hang on a minute. Terry Venables, the football man, wrote a detective show called Hazel.
Yes.
No.
I'm telling you.
This is what? This is. It's not one of those kids that's trolling me again, is it? Do you know what? No. Do you know what? Actually, you saying that rings a very, very, very faint.
Nicholas Ball played him. James Hazel, Nicholas Ball.
I don't know who that is, but Terry Venables writing a thing that rings a very faint bell.
Yeah.
So you take them on your desert island?
Yes, definitely.
All right,
classics.
All right, Tony, nice one, mate. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Good lad, ta-ta.
Yeah, apparently Terry Venables wrote under the pseudonym P.B. Ewell.
Isn't that funny? Oh, good for him. Good for him. I'd love a good pseudonym. But to have a useful pseudonym, you've got to have a certain level of fame from which you wish to hide.
Or you're a female writer who wants to...
Yeah. That's true.
J.K. Rowling, that's why she changed her name.
Yeah. I think to Joanna Rowling, wasn't it? Yeah. Let's go to Tom. Good evening, Tom.
Hi, mate. Hi, Ian. You all right?
Well, that question is banned.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I'm okay.
What? Your phone isn't okay. What is going on?
No, I don't know. I'm in Seaford at the moment. I'm at a friend's in Seaford.
It's probably Seaford.
He's a big fan of yours as well, mate. So
it's the Seaford Echo. That's what that is. That's what that is. Anyway, all right, Tom. What you got?
It's the Keith Moon thing, yeah. When you go into Wikipedia, it actually says he died on the 7th of September. The bloke said the 10th. It says the 7th of September, and when you click on it, it says the 15th of May.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, so it's the 15th of May.
Yeah, but it also says the 7th of September.
Oh, isn't that so him?
It's
so him to be...
Somewhere on Wikipedia, they've got it mixed up. They put the 7th of September, but when you click onto it, it does say the 15th of May.
Yeah, So
you're both right in a way, although that guy said the 10th.
One's wrong.
So we're both wrong, but I'm actually right. Listen, I work in radio. I wouldn't get the anniversary of a famous drummer's death wrong.
You're more right, because 15th of May is in there.
Yeah.
But the guy was wrong by saying the 10th of September, but it actually says the 7th of September.
So he was double wrong.
But when you click on it, then it goes the 15th of May.
Right. Well, wait a minute. I'm going to go to Keith Moon. I'm going to...
Yeah, just put Keith Moon in, that's it.
Yeah.
Wikipedia, yeah, and then watch it. Look at it, it'll come up.
Yeah.
It'll say the 7th of September died.
Hang on a second.
Click onto it, and then it will say, actually, the 15th of May.
I'm smelling a rat. I think Brian's changed it.
Have you changed Twitter, Tom?
No.
Right.
No.
Oh.
Seems to know a lot about it.
Yeah, apparently, because I didn't know this. Apparently, you can change Twitter. You can change Twitter yourself.
You mean Wikipedia?
You can change Wikipedia yourself. Yeah. I didn't know that.
No. I do tricks, but that's one thing I haven't done. I don't touch that.
That's what you would say.
I don't touch that.
All right, Tom, as long as you don't touch that, mate. Thank you very much indeed for your call. Thank you. But so, I've just literally someone just tweeted in the last 20 seconds. You can update, Wikipedia you can update it yourself. So, when I looked at it, it said the 15th of May. Mm-hmm. Now it's saying all kinds of crazy shiz. So I'm just not trusting it.
But crazily, I mean, it's very Moon
Yeah.
to be creating this kind of anarchy, even though he's not with us anymore.
He was only 30 when he died.
Was he?
He was only 30. We were watching some clips of him before the thing, and he looks about 52.
He does.
Looks about 52. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
The radio show where the owls are not what they seem.
Do you or have you ever watched Twin Peaks?
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
They could be dreaming and meeting each other in their dreams.
On Talk Radio.
Do me good, do 40 years since we lost Keith Moon to the very day. 30 years old he was when he died. Original, well, not original, but stopgap drummer for the Beatles. In between Pete Best and Ringo Starr, they had Keith Moon.
Really?
Yes, they did. 0344 499 1000. Let's go to Sean. Good evening, Sean. I didn't need to dump that, actually. I didn't need to dump that. That was Sean, who we got rid of earlier on, who asked, how did it feel to get raped as a child?
What a nice kid he is.
What a lovely child. And I'm glad that you've, genuinely, I'm not saying this, don't mean this in an ironic, sarcastic way. I'm so glad that as a young person you haven't been through anything like that. I wasn't raped. I feel I ought to say that. I wasn't raped. And I suggest that a lot of the stories have they've got, it's like Chinese whispers, and they've got bigger and bigger as the day has gone on. I certainly wasn't raped. But Sean, I would imagine for those people that have been raped as a child, it's just one of the most horrific, traumatic, upsetting, confusing, soul-destroying, life-changing, dark things. But I'm glad you can see the funny side. I'm really glad you can see the funny side. Aren't people strange? There's a few of them around tonight. There's a few of those kids around tonight, and so. But they're in America. He is in America calling us. It's incredible. It's great. It's great. What's the who's the annoying American radio host? Not C.S. Lewis.
Howard Stern.
Howard Stern. That's it. The people that like him listen to him for an hour, and the people that hate him listen to him for 2 hours. And that's the thing, you know. Everyone, a listener's a listener, baby.
Something I've noticed, though, is that the humour, and I use that in kind of quote marks over there, that they're sort of portraying to us often, these kids, is Nazi.
Oh, yeah.
So anyone who thinks that Donald Trump's a bit of light-hearted fun.
Yeah, I mean, there's Nazi and the N-word and racial slurs and jokes about child rape. And things like that. The good news is most of them will grow out of it. Most of them will grow out of it. I'm confident of that. One or two of them possibly won't, and that's a shame. But most of them will grow out of it, and I suspect that a significant number will also come to regret it at some point in their life. I did terrible things when I was a kid, you know, and I used racial language, and I bullied some people, and I got bullied, and all of this kind of stuff, of which I'm thoroughly ashamed of, and I've tried to make amends wherever possible to those people that I was mean to, and it certainly sets me in good stead, I think, for helping steer my children away from that kind of behaviour. But I'm ashamed.
I bet
of
their
that
parents
stuff.
wouldn't recognise that in their kid.
No, but
they're just showing off to their mates.
Thank you for the call, Sean. Let's go to Mark. Good evening, Mark.
Hello, Ian.
Good evening, Mark.
Yeah, how are you doing this?
Sorry? How am I doing it? Well, there's a microphone here. Kath's got one.
No, Ian. As soon as I heard you talk about Keith Moon, I went to the Wikipedia myself.
Yes.
And I doubted my sanity. I refreshed the page. I kept refreshing the page.
Okay.
The name kept changing. The photograph disappeared at one point.
Right.
So I retyped it in again, and then it sort of came up with Keith John Moron or something like that.
Wow.
And now it's showing the 15th of May. I've just refreshed it again. I'll refresh it again.
Yeah. Well,
and it goes back to 7th of, when he passed away, 7th of September.
Yeah, well, it was the 15th of May.
And now when I refresh it, it's showing 7th of September.
So you're telling me, Mark, you only believe the last thing you read on Wikipedia?
Well, I'm just curious. You know, I'm more intrigued on how you're doing it.
Well, I'm not doing anything.
Well, how's it working then?
Well, how is what working?
Well, it's. I wouldn't have looked. It was only because I didn't know when he passed away.
Yeah, it's 15th of May. It's today. It's 40 years ago today.
I remember seeing him in the film That'll Be the Day.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that on there?
It probably is. I haven't even researched that one, Catherine. So, but yeah, you've impressed me. It's almost like a trick, like sort of an illusion, in internet illusion, really.
It's an internet illusion.
Well, yeah, it makes you think that you can't. I just look at Wikipedia if I want to find out something. I don't always believe it.
No, because I didn't know until literally 10 minutes ago that you can change it. People can change it themselves.
I didn't know. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, apparently you can. They can, Mark. So just here's the thing: don't believe everything you read on Wikipedia.
When you scroll down to Society Like His Early Life, there's a little edit thing there. Now, I'm going to click on that. I don't know what it'll take me to. Oh dear, you are not logged in.
You're not logged in, mate.
No, I've got to. See, that's where I go out of it. I'd come out, I'd escape that and go back, sort of thing. That's as far as I would go because that's my knowledge. Obviously, I've got to log in or create an account, and I ain't got an account, sort of thing.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, exactly. So 15th of May is then, Mark.
I'll have to go back to Keith Moon because I've got.
Is he waiting for you in the other room? Oh, that's going to be a bit stinky, isn't it?
Oh, come
Thank you,
on.
Mark. Thank you, Mark.
Listening to a man negotiating Wikipedia Live.
There's a brilliant story. Mick and Gary, stay there. Right, it's a brilliant story. Right? And this doesn't give the whole story. This is a tiny version of it. This is nuts, right? I don't know if this has got the twist in this story. It's a tiny little thing in the paper. A Picasso self-portrait worth an estimated £52 million has been withdrawn from an auction today after it was accidentally damaged. The 1943 masterpiece, pictured called The Marine or The Sailor, has been a highlight of Christie's Impressionist and Modern Art sale. A spokesman for Christie's in New York said after consultation, the painting has been withdrawn from Christie's May the 15th sale to allow the restoration process to begin. So this story doesn't have the other facts in it that I know because I read this yesterday, right? So the guy that owns a private owner, private collector, and he damaged it before it went in, right? That's the second Picasso painting he's damaged the day before it was supposed to be auctioned.
Oh.
He did one about 6 months ago, right? The day before it was supposed to go in, he put his elbow through it.
What?
Through a Picasso. And that was worth about $100 million, so 60 million quid. Right. And the story, and again, I got this from Twitter Moments. All my best stories come from Twitter Moments now, right? And, the story was that he's very short-sighted and clumsy, right?
Oh, Waldo!
But what are the chances of twice the day before it goes into an auction? He falls into it? It's like that thing where and it goes over your head.
Frank Spencer.
Frank Spencer. What is going on with this bloke? That's nuts.
Take the paintings away from him.
He can't. He's got priceless works of art.
Falling through them.
He can't have them. He put his elbow through a Picasso.
That's the sort of stuff I do.
He doesn't deserve them. Good evening, Gary.
Hi, all right.
Hello, Gary. What you got for us?
It's Gummy Bear.
Hey.
Different number.
Yeah. From different number.
It's Mental Health Week, isn't it?
Apparently so. I think it's Mental Health Lifetime.
Yeah, it's Mental Health Week as well.
Yeah, a Mental Health Lifetime.
And they turned me head off it, so. I just want to say big condolences to James Whaler as well. Because he's all right, James. I used to speak to him when I was 16. I'm sorry about that, but...
No, He's having a tough old times, is James, and
I know he is.
Yep, his missus passed away at the weekend, and it's very, very sad.
I know it's like. I know it is very sad.
Very sad.
I lost my sister. It's horrible. At 20. Mental health or psychosis. So it's horrible.
Here we go. It's a bit of the old psychosis. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had voice with me. I thought my flat was bugged and everything. Me. And I thought I was getting kicked out of my flat.
Yeah. The auditory hallucinations, the hallucinations that one hears, I think are worse.
I think a lot better.
Yeah, are worse than the ones that you see, I think.
I have a bit of OCD where I lock the door 10 times.
No.
That's funny.
I don't know if locking the door 10 times is OCD.
Not is it, was it?
No, I don't. Well, because a lot of people do stuff like that.
I wash my hands 10 times as well sometimes.
Okay, but OCD, that's not OCD then. If you're just locking the door 10 times and washing
it's just a compulsive thing.
Yeah.
But it's thinking that people are going to die if you don't do things.
Well,
isn't it?
and it's also obsessive compulsive disorder.
I'm compulsive.
Okay, but you haven't. From what you've said, it doesn't sound like you've got OCD.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Because you've got no manners. You've got no manners. But
manners?
Yeah, obsessive. Jeez. Obsessive compulsive disorder. Yeah. Obsessive. Obsessive compulsive.
Yeah. What do you mean I've got no manners?
Obsessive compulsive disorder is when it just totally destroys your life. It has such a huge impact on your life.
You can have a slight thing, though.
Yeah, then that's not OCD.
I know.
Hey, have you done any K today?
I'm okay today. I'm all right today, mate.
Have you done any ketamine today?
Ketamine?
Have you been to Kettering today?
Kettering?
Ketamine.
Ketamine? What are you on about?
Catterick.
Catterick?
Have you done any ketamine today?
I haven't, no.
No.
Why?
Do you not remember the last time you phoned me up?
Probably, I don't know, I can't remember.
Yeah, you were down a K-hole, man. You've got to be careful doing that.
K-hole? Oh, no.
That's not a great... That's not...
Not good. It's not good for mental health issues.
No, here's something we agree on. Doing ketamine is certainly not good for mental health, or any health.
No, it isn't.
No.
Oh, no, it isn't. I'm a madman, I know. I'm a madman, I know. I need to calm down on it, probably.
Well, no, you don't need to calm down on it. You should... I suggest, my suggestion is that you stop doing it. Because you're getting on... How old are you now, Gary?
I'm 47, me.
You sound 67.
I know, I'm getting old. I've got all my teeth in here, I know that.
Anyway, life's all right, is it, Gary?
Life's good, I love it at the moment. My nephew's suffering with me at the moment, it's good.
Lovely. All right, nice. Thanks for calling, man.
All right, see you in a bit.
Bye. Mick, stay there. We'll come to you after the news. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. The show is really turning into a sort of mid-90s late-night phone-in show. This phrase that Miranda Sawyer used, I think she used it, she says that I used it, a late-night drop-in centre for the lost, the lonely and the bewildered. It really is living up to that. It's like, this show is now like a bus depot at this time of night, on a small little town, little satellite town out of London. This is what it's like.
A little bit scary.
Yeah, scary, and people that you would not want to talk to. But we have to, it's our job. Oh, Mick, stay there. You'll be the first call after the news at 11. 0344 499 1000. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you
I think I
talk.
got most of the words now.
You've got to realize, in today's marketplace, with all the feeling about the rock world, these people have got to be recognized.
Okay, yeah, we can just dub them in with trumpets and synthesizer. Fine. Okay, gentlemen. Let's make records. Okay.
Because they are in a $2.5–3 billion business, which is bigger today than the picture business, than the broadcasting business, than the TV and radio business. I believe these stars should be recognized today, because they form the nucleus of a major multi-billion-dollar business.
Do me good, do me good, do me good, do you good, do us good, do us good tonight, right? Do me good, do me good, do me good, do you good, do me good, do us good tonight, right? Give it up, Give it all you've ever tried to go. You don't need me, but I need you. Give me room, give me space. You never showed your face.
Very few things today are not really manufactured.
I need you.
Songs are overdubbed 15 times for the right take. Voices are put on top. If a string line is no good, it's edited. As long as you're sincere with the public and you don't propose it to be anything that it isn't.
Do me good, do me good, do me good, do you good, do us good, do us good tonight. Oh!
Even the old Tim Panelli and the old great songwriters used to come in and sell a song to an artist. Now, they might not have had the greatest song in the world, but their salesmanship was so great, it was irresistible not to take the song.
She lay beside my side.
I think in any business, whether it's construction or the plumber across the street, I think the name of the game is promoting your product, packaging and presenting it, being commercial, and winning.
Oh, darling, do me good, do me good, do me good, do you good, do me good, do us good tonight, right, do me good, do... Give it up, give it all, you never tried to go. You don't need me, but I need you. Do me good, do me good, do me good, do you good, do me good, do us good tonight, night, do me good, day.
There's very few things.
Sir Keith Moon, who we lost 40 years ago today, on the 15th of May, 1978, at the age of 30 years old. 03444991000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you can call in about anything that you want. Let's go to Mick. Good evening, Mick.
Hello?
Hello, Mick.
Yeah, I've got two for my desert island.
Okay.
Chocolate and plain.
Okay, thanks very much indeed. Desert Island Dicks. Chocolate dick and a plain dick? Can't mean what I think it means, can it?
Well,
no.
If it does mean that, it's still rubbish.
His calls are really lacking the oomph that they had at the start.
I know.
His initial calls were great, and now they're just like, oh God, here we go.
What were his initial calls?
Didn't he phone up and do jokes? I don't know. I think
he might still think he's doing that.
They all turn. You'll all turn. Everyone turns against us eventually. One former regular caller was very, very abusive on Twitter last night. Very abusive. Deleted his Twitter account for now. And he's welcome to call up and apologise to me, and I will certainly hear an apology. I can't speak for Catherine because you were very rude about her. But I will certainly hear an apology. So if you want to call up, you're welcome to, if you got the stones to do it. But it was really, you really crossed the line last night, dude. Really crossed the line. Very personal and very, very unpleasant. And
once you hit my S list, it's very difficult to be removed from it.
Oh, we've got a track for Yes or S tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a controversial one. It's by Billy Hayes.
Oh.
But it's a Beatles cover. Yeah. So
daring.
We'll do that after midnight. And also, you've got another murder for us after midnight.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
I have several.
There we go. Okay. Well, let's just do one.
No, I mean that person did several.
Okay. Well, that's not what you said.
I have several.
Yeah, exactly. That's not. That doesn't mean. Yeah, the person I'm going to talk about tonight murdered lots of people. That means the implication is I've got several murders, several murderers.
I also have that.
Okay. But so I'm saying tonight we'll do one. Here's what I'm thinking. If I get this house that I'm hoping I'm going to get.
Why are you thinking about murder?
Well, because I'm going to do the next best thing and I'm going to stream it live and I'd like to invite you round. I'd also like to invite Scott Balcony round and maybe a listener.
What for?
A live seance. Not allowed to do it on...
Can I urge caution about inviting listeners round, given our previous conversation?
Oh, God, yeah, we're all nuts. Oh, we won't invite a listener.
Do you really want them to know where you live?
I won't invite a listener. Speak of the devil. I won't invite a listener. But yeah, I'm gonna do a stream, because you're not allowed to do a seance on the radio, but I'm gonna stream a live seance on Periscope and on my YouTube channel. That's what I'm gonna do. You up for it? We'll get a Ouija board, and we will do it. We'll summon some beasts. We'll draw a pentagram on the floor. We can execute the cat. We will do it.
Will there be nibbles?
Nipples?
Nibbles.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm in.
0344 499 1000. Can I just say, the next 5 minutes could be the most awkward 5 minutes of radio we've ever been involved in. You know, we have some awkward moments. But the next 5 minutes could be, I'm getting nervous. Could be, you're getting peed off. Could be the most uncomfortable. But he had the stones to call in, so the least I can do is say good evening, Alistar.
Evening.
Evening.
Just ringing to sincerely apologise to you both and to anybody else affected by what I've said. I'm so sorry.
Dude, what were you thinking, man?
Well, I was thinking, as you rightly concluded, I was at my head on the drink.
Right, for those who don't know...
Which isn't an excuse, because I take, it's my responsibility what I wrote and I tweeted.
Here's the thing. This show is fun and this show is frivolous, and every now and then Catherine and I will play silly games, okay? And the silly game we played yesterday was, if people said, how are you, we cut them off. A few people got cut off and took it in the spirit in which it was intended. And we cut you off, and because you weren't listening, and you said, how are you? And I just knew that on Twitter there'd be a backlash, because there's been backlashes before when you've not got a gag, and there was a dig at me. Then there was a tweet about how the show takes the mickey out of people and mocks people and doesn't support people but laughs at them. Then there was another tweet which I can't quite remember, and then there was one about Catherine. Was it about her sticking her tongue up my arse?
Yeah, and my job being a joke.
Her job being a joke, and that we should go off and F.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's horrible. Right? It's absolutely horrible.
That is right. Listen, that is a really, really nasty one. That's a really nasty one, man. To belittle my best friend's job. And and her years of skills and things that she has picked. She can do stuff that I can only dream of. And she's my best mate. And to belittle that, and to then throw it away with a "why don't you two go and F each other," that crossed the line. That crossed the line. You criticise the show if you want. It's a little two-faced after everything that we've done, for you. But that kind of crossed the line, Alistar. That kind of crossed the line. And
yeah.
And here's my thinking. I certainly appreciate you phoning up to apologise. I can't speak on behalf of Kath, and we'll see if Kath wants to say anything, or maybe she doesn't want to say anything in a second, right? But I appreciate you picking up the phone and calling up to apologise, because that's a tough thing. And I've had to make those phone calls, and I've had to make those face-to-faces, and it's a tough thing to do, right? But This is like the third, maybe the fourth time that we've had to endure and put up with your drunken wrath, and it's pronounced wrath, that we've had to put up with it. And it's really, really unfair. And I've had enough of it. I've had enough of it, man. It's unfair for you to continually take it out on me and Catherine.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to say anything, Catherine. I know that you were particularly upset by the comments last night, but if you don't want to say anything, that's fine.
I'm just over it, Alistar. So, thanks for apologising, but I'd rather you showed me you're sorry rather than just said it. By changing, by sorting something out.
Okay, you're right.
But I appreciate it. I know it took a lot to ring up.
And we're not saying this to belittle you. We're not saying this to, I don't want you to, well, if you're going to have a drink on it, that's down to you. That isn't down to us. But I'm not saying this to bully you. I hope you recognise that we are being very calm and very even-handed, but I do feel that we have given you a lot of our time and support, and at least 3 or 4 times you've thrown it back in our faces. And I don't, I have to protect myself, and I have to protect my friends, and I have to protect my team, and so I've had enough.
Right. I just really want you to sort things out.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Okay, guys.
All right.
All right. Thanks for ringing, though, Alistar.
Thank you, Alistar.
Cheers.
Maybe we'll speak again. Take care, mate.
Bye.
Bye-bye. That was as awkward and as uncomfortable as I thought it was going to be. Yeah. But you've got to be honest. And here's the thing, and I tweeted this, go on, sorry.
I don't think it would be helpful to us to say that we weren't affected by what Alistar...
No.
And what I really hope is that this is a little moment, because I bet this isn't the first time he's had a conversation like this with someone.
I was furious last night. I was furious. I was really, really angry. Didn't upset me in the way that I know you're upset. It got me angry.
It just winded me a bit, because I thought, blimey, really? So he's doing that thing where, I know that there are some listeners who'll do that, who are angry with you, so they lash out at me. Yeah. But I really thought we were kind of beyond that with Alistar.
And here's the thing. Can I just say as well, I tweeted this last night, and I think this is important. If you are in a relationship with someone who's an alcoholic or a drug addict, or you're the parent of, or you are the son or daughter of, or you work with, or you are friends, we all, lots of people put up with abusive behaviour from people who are addicts or alcoholics, and whether it be physical abuse or whether it be verbal abuse. Let's focus on the verbal abuse for now. Physical abuse is a slightly different thing. And that verbal abuse can be as from screaming in your face, I effing hate you, to just subtle little put-downs constantly. If someone is doing that, and you feel that you have tolerated it for enough, and enough to you might be once, or it might be 1,000 times, right? If you feel you've tolerated enough, you are well within your rights to protect yourself and set boundaries and say to that person, do you know what? I've had enough. And until you sort yourself out, I want you to stop. And whether that means they move out, or you move, to the other side of the office, or you block their phone number, or you go and drink in a different pub, whatever that means, you're well within your rights to do that. That isn't abandoning that person. That is protecting yourself before you get dragged down into their misery. You can't fix them, but you can take steps towards fixing yourself.
You can still love someone and not like what they do,
yeah.
Right? And I think that sometimes you have to spell it out.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
Kick off your slippers. Don't go to bed. The party is just starting. You can sleep when you're dead. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
0344. The clip of me addressing the youth is now up as a little a VC, a video clip. It's up on It's up on Twitter. It's only had 1,622 views. So I'm
well, a lot of the youth are in bed, aren't they?
I really...
School night.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going to retweet it now, guys. I really appreciate it if you watch it 15 times each and just get it up. If you could get it up for me, that would be great. Let's go to Ollie.
Hello.
Hello, Ollie. I'm arguing with a gentleman on Twitter about Keith Moon when Keith Moon died. Hello?
I'm here.
Hello?
I'm listening.
What are you doing? Is he having a waz?
He's always multitasking.
No, I'm not. No, there's a box of wine.
Right, mate, listen, I don't want to be rude, mate. You've got MS. You shouldn't be drinking. You shouldn't be you should be unitasking. Come on, haven't you read the memo?
Awfully flattering. You remember that I have MS.
Well, I'm not convinced you have MS now. I've heard you pouring wine into a glass. I think it was a ruse.
I don't think he was pouring it into a glass. I think he was holding his head underneath the tap. That was his open, gaping mouth.
Dirty boy.
Got me.
We've all done it.
Listen, I had a really, really interesting, in a positive way, but listening to you performing, what was you were singing? Song.
Sorry?
The song you were singing.
Which one?
No, earlier. It's about football.
Did you sing the football song tonight?
I didn't sing the football song tonight.
Oh, I must be listening to something else. It's really funny.
Have you been watching... Were you watching on YouTube?
No.
Right. Well,
No, I was listening through the computer, but not YouTube.
Well, you must have been listening to an old show. What have we talked about in tonight's show then, Ollie, in Ollie's world?
Well, actually, I must confess, aside from that, I haven't been listening.
Oh, this guy, just because he's got a blue badge, he thinks
How much
we're
of
going
that
to go...
box is left?
It's a fresh one tonight.
Yeah, we're not going to go...
And he'll be going out in the morning. No, I'm joking.
There we go. All right. So, okay. So you've not listened to tonight's show, but you want to comment on something that happened a few days ago. Okay, where you go?
No, I was really impressed, because in my former life, I was a music teacher.
Okay. Well, okay. So this guy can give me a professional opinion on my song 2018, We're Going to Russia, brackets, we're going to win the World Cup.
Thank you. You grasped the point before I even had to make it.
Oh, someone sent me a remix of it. Hang on a minute. Where was it?
Oh, come on.
Hang on. I've had a lot of
Oh,
emails.
gosh, are you all right? Every time we hear a crash, I think...
Oh, I couldn't care less.
No. Thank you.
Oh, there's another one.
No, that's my quiet, don't worry. Oh, no, that's Alexa. Alexa, off.
Shut up, man. Where's the fella? He said he was going to send it to you as well.
Yeah, he did.
Did he send it? Well, right, you've got it.
Probs.
Well, could you send it to me?
I already did, but I mean, you never pay attention to my emails. You've probably got it straight to junk.
Here we go. I got two different. Okay, this is from Rob. Okay, this is from Rob. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
From Rob Gorman. This is his remix of it. I'll be honest. I bet it. It's not quite. It's not the tune.
The mix isn't quite right, is it?
That wasn't the tune, was it?
Underneath it, I'd say. But
The mix is totally to cock, mate. You can't hear the vocals and the tune.
And they are so important.
That is what it's all about. Rob, you've ballsed it up, mate.
what he's done the Phil Spector.
Yeah. He's murdered it.
God.
Totally. So I thought, not many people I can get away with saying that to, and they'll know what I'm talking about.
Hang on a minute. Can I just check something, Ollie?
Yeah.
Have I just screwed my career with that line? No, I think you'll be all right. Was it a good one, or was it too much?
Just don't do a Cosby joke.
Okay, right. Well, gosh. Yes. Anything else? Thanks for calling. So, 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give me a call. You're very welcome to. After midnight, maybe we'll try yes or S a little bit earlier.
Do you think we can?
I think we can.
Can they be trusted? Because last time there was a lot of screaming SH1T down the phone.
Shall we do it now? Shall we try it?
Do you think we can?
I think we can do it. So yes or S, right? What this is we play a song sent in by you, the listener, and you phone up while the song is playing, you go straight to air, and you tell us you think it's the yes word or the S word. The S word is SH1T. Don't say it. Please don't say it. Lots of people phoned up and saying that the other day, and that really is not going to help. So you just phone up and you go, the yes word or the S word. You could throw in a little bit of critiquing if you want, and you can let us know your thoughts. And then the person at home listening goes to bed in tears. And, in
this case, is our very good friend Billy Hayes.
Yeah, but please, I want you to judge him even more harshly.
Because you should know better.
No, normal. So it says, I hope you're well. I'm not sure if this is still a thing or if you'll even let a cover version through, but I thought I'd send this anyway. I've recorded my own version of Please Please Me. It's a very different approach to the original. Hope you like it. I love for it to be judged by your baying mob. That's you guys, the baying mob. So, just downloading this now. 0344. Yeah, you might want to...
Just go and check something.
Yeah. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. This is Billy Hayes. This is his version of the song, the Beatles song by the Beatles. Please me. 0344 499 1000. Is it the yes word or is it the S word?
Last night I said these words to my girl. You know you never even try, girl.
Line 1, is it the S word or the S word?
Is he doing the Beatles?
He's doing the Beatles, yes.
Oh, Ian, lad. S word.
The S word?
S word.
The F word.
How dare he?
How dare he? Okay. 0344 499 1000. I got the F word, I think.
You don't need me to show the way you love.
Line 2, is it the S word or the S word?
That's poop, that is.
You're not a fan of it?
No, it's crap.
It's crap. Okay, thank you. 0344 499 1000. Another 1 minute, 20 seconds to go. 0344 499 1000. Line 1, you're on the wireless. Is it the yes word or is it the S word?
The word.
The what?
The yes word.
The
yes word.
Are you saying yes or S?
Yes.
You're saying yes? You think it's good?
It's a good Beatles cover.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to line 3. Line 3, is it the yes word or the S word? Do you think it's good or bad? Thank you very much indeed for calling. 0344 499 1000. 45 seconds to go. Line 4, is it the yes word or the S word?
Oh, Ian, it's the B word, ballback.
Okay. Let's try and keep it family friendly. Line 5, yes word or S word?
I love it. I think it's gorgeous.
Do you really? Oh, there you go. Line 6, yes word or S word?
S word.
You don't like it? Oh, they're gone. Line 6, yes word or S word?
The yes word, I do like it because it sounds very sexual.
Sexual, okay. He likes it because it sounds sexual. There we go. That was. Let me add up all the maths. Add up all the maths. That's 75% say it's the S word, 25% say it's the yes word. This is Talk Radio.
After hours amusement for anarchists, air hostesses and jet-lagged Antipodeans.
G'day, coppers. Can I crash on your floor?
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you are very, very welcome. Let's talk about it. I feel sorry for Meghan Markle's dad.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for him.
He's dropped a right clanger, hasn't he?
Here's the good news, guys. I do think Meghan Markle is going to kill the royal family.
Not literally.
Well, not literally, but maybe. I reckon she's going to stick around. Would you give it 5 years? Would you give it? I can say this because I used to live in Windsor. 5 years.
Right. So she's virtually a neighbour we're gossiping about.
Yeah. Well, they're closing my town so they can have their flipping way. When I got married at Windsor, didn't close the town.
And they're clearing the homeless people sleeping bags
they
already. They're not getting married till the weekend.
I saw the video of that. I know that homeless lady that was getting booted off. She's very nice. She quite often sits in the Victoria Street car park, and she's very, very polite. Excuse me, sir, have you got any change? I'm sorry, I haven't. Are you all right? Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. She's very polite. Actually, that's just outside the W.H. Smiths, that is. So, Meghan Markle is going to be the death. She is sounding the death knell. What is a knell?
It's the peal of a bell, isn't it?
Is it? Mm. Well, no, that you're thinking of a toll.
It's the same thing.
No, it's a different thing.
A knell, it'll be like...
Both words are trickier to say than you'd think. Mm. Toll.
Toll.
Toll, for whom the bell...
The ball tolls.
For whom my ball tolls. She's sounding the death knell for the royal family, honestly.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
People think she might breathe life into it.
Oh, God, no, we should breathe life into something, but it ain't the royal family. She's going to destroy it, because this is going to go nuclear. It's like letting off a nuclear bomb in Hampton Court Palace. That's what this is like. It's like firing a flamethrower in the Scottish castle that they own, the Cairngorms. It is like doing a
bazooka in Balmoral.
It's like doing a fart on the Queen's face. It is. It's toxic. She is toxic. She is bad news.
Oh, don't
She's
say that.
bad news for this family.
Don't say that. They might be listening.
They're
floating on their pink cloud of happiness.
Well, take it
as the homeless are cleared away.
Take it from someone who
So
knows. They don't. 50% don't last, right? So it's either you or your brother. And there's something about that girl. She's very sassy, very career-minded, and I don't
But
think
she's given it up.
Yeah, until she gets bored.
You reckon?
Yeah, she'll get bored. She'll be bored.
She'll go, I want to do some acting,
So
Harry.
she's gonna go ballistic, and just ruin everything. But I feel sorry for her old man, and also her half family who aren't invited to the wedding. They've all come over. Of course they have, because they'll be on they'll be on Good Morning Britain. I know, because they've been on Good Morning Britain quite a lot.
They'll be doing what they would have done if they'd have been invited. They can sit back and criticise,
Yeah.
except this time they've got a microphone on their faces.
But I feel sorry for her dad. He's been stitched up like a kipper.
I feel sorry for everyone concerned. Who'd want to get married in front of the whole country? Half of whom aren't interested.
Imagine, like, apparently he's quite a reclusive guy, right? He's quite shy.
He lives in Mexico.
And you're going to walk your bride, your daughter down the aisle. That's a nerve-wracking thing for any dad, I can imagine. But in front of nearly 2 billion people. So many people are going to watch it, they reckon. 2 billion people. Doing it in front of 2 billion people? What the...
He's not going to do it, though, is he? He wants to. He's in hospital.
No, he'll do it. No. Here's the thing. What does she do for a living?
Well, now, Harry.
Yeah, okay. What did she... All right, sister. What did she do for a living?
Acting.
In?
Teleprograms.
American dramas. It's a cliffhanger. Seriously, I thought this from day one. It's a cliffhanger. Will he get to the wedding on time?
I bet her mum gives her away.
He'll be... Do you want to... I bet you 20 quid, he gives her away.
20 quid, we'll make it interesting.
20 quid, yeah, make it interesting. It's a cliffhanger. I've seen these American shows. He's either going to get shot by the CIA or he's going to walk her down the aisle. It's one of those two things. It's either going to be a Lost kind of thing where they don't mind bumping off the main characters, or it's going to be your general, general hospital type vibe, and he'll be there. He'll turn up, Oh, Daddy's not going to make it. Oh, God, I'm going to walk down the aisle on my own. Tap on the shoulder. I'm here, honey. Oh, Daddy. I would never let you down, baby.
And they'll film it all.
I will never let you down, baby.
Nick Witchell behind, hovering with a camera.
The bastard. That's what Prince Charles called him, didn't it? Grovelling bastard.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
He will definitely be there. But, I mean, those pictures... Have you seen the pictures that he set up?
No, are they obvious?
There was a brilliant tweet that Kathy Burke retweeted. Let me see if I can find it, because it's very, very funny. It's very, very funny. Hang on a second. Of one of the pictures of him that was... Here we go. Look. So that's one of the pictures. Him reading Images of
I
Britain.
saw those. So they were set up, were they?
That one's set up, right? Him reading a book, Images of Britain. And then they're comparing it with a picture of a man falling down. The pasty couple.
Oh, they've got to do the old fella with the porno.
So it's just...
The old fella with the porno bill. The perplexed face. Remember that one?
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, there's a
What
couple
was that
standing
one?
in front of... I think they got charged... they got charged loads for like a sex hotline or something.
Yeah.
And they're both holding the bill up and she's looking disgusted and he's looking a little bit worried.
Yeah. But he's trying to make a few quid. Also, the royal family, surely the royal family, like courtiers and jesters and ladies in waiting, should have been sent over there, should have bought him all the clobber, and then brought him over to England and put him up in the Cairngorms. Or somewhere, somewhere like that, Chequers, somewhere like that where the Queen lives.
It does seem like they're being allowed to fly free a bit.
Here's the thing. My only suggestion to him would just watch out for Prince Philip.
Oh, God.
He's got previous. He's got previous. Just be careful. Drive. Just use public transport. Walk if walking is an option. Walk. Just be careful. Just be careful. Hey, by the way, you know Rainbow George called in last night and was saying about how Donald Trump putting the American embassy in Jerusalem.
Yeah, we're signalling the end of days.
Was a conspiracy by extreme right-wing Christian preachers to try and make the predictions and revelations come true. Turns out, that a lot of people actually think that's what's going on, because the two Christian preachers that gave speeches at the start and the end of the ceremony are people that genuinely believe in revelations, and that one of their teachings is that once all the Jews move to Israel, then Christ will come back and they will have to convert to Christianity, or they will live eternity in hell. They believe that. They actually believe that.
But more importantly to Trump, they've got loads of money.
I know what my idea of hell would be like. Sat talking to this guy for 2 minutes. Good evening, Glyn.
Good evening, Ian. How are you?
Yeah, that question is being struck from this radio show.
I do apologise. You're talking about Armageddon. The only Armageddon I know was the film. I thought it was brilliant.
Which film?
Pooh with Ben Affleck.
Which film was Armageddon? Was that the one with The Rock coming to Earth?
Yes, Bruce Willis. Brilliant. That's the best Armageddon. Forget all your religion and everything like that. Religion is nonsense.
Yep. Someone's just sent me a Julia Hartley-Brewer tweet, but I can't read it because she's blocked me. So have you seen this? What a bell she is. So I don't know what that is.
Well, anyway, can I sing you a song for what you were doing before?
I don't know, because the song you did last night really sucked the soul out of the show, I thought.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
That's
I know
okay.
I can't sing much.
Oh, that's okay. Anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah, I'd like to sing.
Are you lonely, Glyn?
Oh, my wife's here and my dog's here.
But you can be surrounded by people and still be lonely. Do you ever feel lonely?
Doesn't everybody?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know if everybody does. I think some people actually don't.
Do you feel lonely, Ian?
Yeah, I do, a lot of the time, yeah. That's why I asked, because I detected it and recognised it in you.
So we have something in common?
It would appear so, yeah. When do you feel you're loneliest?
When I'm working 12, 15 hours a day.
Yeah. And is that, do you work on your own, or do you just work with people that you have nothing in common with?
I work for myself, Ian.
Right.
I'm struggling to pay my debts.
Yeah.
But you have converted me.
Does it feel like you're going backwards?
No, I'm going forward.
You are going forward. Oh, well, that's good.
I'm going forwards. I've got a taxman off my back.
Yay! That's a bonus. You managed to turn that around.
Taxman was extremely unfair, but that is a serious story.
Yeah. Okay.
But you have converted me. I think you're a fun guy now.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you think that. Maybe I'll convert you to think I'm a knob again. I don't know. These things, they're not set in stone.
Well, no, you're doing all right. But can I sing you a song?
Do you know what? I'm going to let you sing a song, yes.
It's a simple song.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Excuse me, can I just compose myself? Frere Jacques.
Apparently, Julia Hartley-Brewer tweeted this. Fat women are complaining about a fat tax, forcing them to pay extra for their clothes because they're a larger size. Surely, if they can afford all that extra food, you can afford a few quid more for your clothes. Has she actually tweeted that? Can you look at her feed? Because I'm blocked. This is what Jason has sent me, but I can't believe.
Sounds like the sort of thing she would like.
No. Not Miss Hartley-Brewer. No. Let's have a quick break while we look for that. This is Talk Radio.
Jacked up jive talk for janitors, jazz cats, and gin-soaked boys and girls.
Jackamondo.
If you're awake, you're welcome.
I've got 5 cactus needles stuck in my...
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
03444991000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you'd be very, very welcome to indeed, guys. You'd be very welcome to indeed, guys. If that's what you want, that's what you're gonna get. Yes. I see our Anyway, right. So let us go to after midnight. Catherine's going to do a murder. Where's the thing I was going to do? Oh, here we go. Emojis. I don't use emojis. I'm always slightly disappointed when, like an adult that I like and respect does emojis. It just, it disappoints me. No end. And so I was talking to someone today and they sent like some emojis. I said, oh, for goodness sakes, come on, guys, we're in our 40s. Let's use words. It's not like you'd be sat having a conversation and then they'd punctuate it by drawing a little picture. Well, Catherine would. She would draw a crying cactus. 6 billion emojis are sent around the world every day. And the winking face character, yeah, that's right, is the least popular. It was voted the biggest emoji turnoff according to a new poll. But while soaring numbers of us are using them to express ourselves, how much do you know about the humble symbols? Nadine Linge presents the 15 top facts. Emojis are descended from the 1990s favourite emoticons. I don't know if that's my favourite. You fan of emoticons? Emojis?
No, I think they're for people who can't spell.
Okay. So emoticons are punctuation marks, numbers, and letters used to represent a face or a feeling. But the first emojis, as we use them today, were created in 1999 by Japanese artist Shigetaka Kurita, who wanted to use a symbol rather than words to convey information. Well, that's hieroglyphics. That's hieroglyphics, and there's those annoying puzzles where it'll be words and then a picture, and you had to. The picture was like the words you had to say. Do you remember those? So it'd be like, today I went to then there'd be a picture of shops. But the prices were 2, then it'd be like a picture of a deer, you know, all that.
Yeah.
I hate all that stuff. Hate that stuff. His original collection of 176 emojis, including icons for the weather, traffic, technology and time, is on display at the Museum of Modern Art in New York. These facts better get good because they're quite dull. The word comes from the Japanese picture and emoji character. There is now an official body called Unicode, which is in charge of emojis. What does that mean, in charge of emojis? It lists an amazing 2,666 different characters. Oh, here we go. These are good. Right. This could be the next thing for me. Celebs have got in the act. Kim Kardashian has her range of Kimojis that mostly based around her famous bum hole. While Justin Bieber has his own Justmoji based around his bum hole. Tattooed around his bum hole. Taylor Swift was bombarded by snake emojis by Kim Kardashian and Kanye West after a 2016 bust-up with them, insinuating she was slippery and not to be trusted. Is that true?
Yeah.
Flipping idiots.
Mean Girls.
We're idiots. Can you imagine Kim Kardashian and Kanye West? I mean, I wouldn't block their numbers. I'd tweet their numbers. So by the way, guys, here's Kanye West's phone number. You might, if you want to call him up. Has anyone ever done that? That's a strange thing, isn't it? Phone numbers. Phone numbers are very secret and private. I recently changed my phone number. It's very freeing. But has anyone ever, leaked, like big celebrities like Kanye West or Bobby Davro or someone? Has anyone put online his... I know Chris Morris, I know Tony Livesey when he was the editor of the Daily Sport before he went to BBC 5 Live and became legit, posted Chris Morris's phone number on, I think, the front page of the Sport. So it was after the brass eye about paedophiles, and it was this is his phone number. Phone him up and tell him what you think about it. And Chris Morris very swiftly changed his phone number to something like, "Hi, you've called the Sport hotline. Thanks so much. Please leave your message now." And people thought it was a thing, but yeah, that's the only time I can think that's happened. You would think it would happen more, that celebrities' numbers would be leaked all over the place. You would think so. Oh, here we go. People who use emojis have more sex. I would say they have emoji of a hand and in a fist, an emoji of a spurt. Users were more likely to report romping at least once a month and were seen as flirty.
Do you know what I hear there?
Go on.
People that use emojis are more likely to boast about how much sex they're having.
Oh, I don't use emojis.
Aubergine, peach.
I'm sexing all the days these days. And I don't use emojis, so that's fine there. The most popular symbol is crying with laughter, followed by hearts. They also got, here we go, PCGM. They also got a diversity update in 2015 with 5 new skin tones and same-sex couples. I don't see any emojis in wheelchairs or with guide dogs. Violent emojis are increasingly being accepted as evidence of threats.
Wow. I've seen the fist ones.
Well, it's either violence or good night in. In 2016, a court in France convicted a man of threatening his ex-girlfriend by including a gun sign.
Oh, my.
What was the case? What was the case I was watching where that happened? Oh, it was Judge Render. I thought it was a real one.
He's not even a real judge.
Is he not?
No, he's a barrister. Isn't he? He's a QC or something. He's not a judge.
Since then, Google, Apple, Samsung, WhatsApp and Twitter have all removed the gun emoji in favour of a water pistol. Well, I'm not even joking here. The water pistol, of course, is quite often used in these acid attacks. So, I just go back to the gun. Or a catapult. There are 104 proposed emojis which could be released next year. They include a waffle, an otter, falafel, butter, orangutan, a one-piece swimsuit, and Kim Kardashian's bumhole.
I can see why the waffle might be useful.
The waffle?
The waffle.
Here we go. This is it. We found it. I knew there was a reason I was reading this. We found it, Catherine. This is the next thing.
Gold.
Anyone can submit a proposal to add a new emoji. Crying cactus.
Oh, the crying cactus.
Unicode requires...
Sam doesn't know what a crying cactus is. Do you? Do you want me to show you?
It's monkey, really. Okay. Unicode requires a prototype of the emoji, an explanation... OK, so that's the prototype, is that drawing. Basically, it's a penis that's squirting.
Or a rocket.
An explanation of how and why people would use it, Catherine?
To signify that someone is being an idiot.
And what its addition would mean for the greater emoji language.
It's the first thing anyone draws on a new pad. Come on.
But and if a pad is left, if someone has left a pad behind, you can always go about 5, 6, 10 pages in and draw it there.
Blackboards, whiteboards, whatever.
Some
is going on there.
But emojis... Oh, here we go. Emojis have their serious side, a bit like me. For people who can't read or speak the same language, they can be used to help share informazioni, such as a mosquito to represent illnesses such as malaria and Zika.
What?
They also inspired a 2017 film, The Emoji Movie, which was mauled by critics and flopped at the box office. That's despite starring acting legend Patrick Stewart as the poo emoji. It's actually a really good film.
My kids really enjoyed it.
Do you know what? It is a really, really funny film. Kids watched it a lot recently. I've watched it at least twice in the last week. It's funny, man. It's funny. It's heartfelt. I think it's clever, and it's a good old rom. I give it 5 bags of popcorn.
Tell you who used to write a lot in emojis.
Yeah.
Carrie Fisher.
Well, look at her now. So we could add a fact here. Using emojis may lead to you dying.
Yeah.
It's possible.
In the end, it will.
Another good the emoji wasn't even based on a game, but another good film based on a phone app is the Angry Birds movie. That is a funny film. Mighty Eagle! That's a funny film, man. These are good films, and that should have been a stinker. But again, I watched the Angry Birds a couple of weeks ago again, and it was a great film.
How many bags?
I'll give it 5 bags of popcorn and
a hot dog.
And a hot dog. That's what I would.
How many sodas? No sodas.
I wouldn't give it any sodas. I thought it was a good film, certainly better than Sherlock Gnomes, which was all right. But it was but Sherlock Gnomes is the worst of all of those movies. Those movies, I mean cartoons, has to be flushed away.
No, Peanuts movie.
Oh, the Peanuts is just boring.
Yeah,
but
really
Peanuts,
boring.
but Peanuts is always boring. Charlie Brown, Snoopy, it's always
not for children, is it?
No, it's for nostalgic losers and serial killers. It's boring, but flushed away. I just thought it looked cheap. Shane Ritchie was like the main guy in it, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't. He was a supporting actor.
He was
Hugh Jackman.
Oh, well, the thing is,
Kate Winslet.
Well, the thing is, though, if someone goes and say we've got $500,000, would you spend 3 days doing the voiceover for a cartoon? Yeah, sure, why not?
Girls love Flushed Away.
No, but they're wrong on this one. This is one where actually I think kids are wrong.
Oh.
I think my boys like it as well, but they're wrong. It's a terrible. It's badly animated. It's badly written. It's unfunny. It's got a pony cast in it. It's an awful film. Whereas Angry Birds and Emoji, funny as hell, man.
My kids found a joke where there wasn't one. Because in it, the mum says, he looks like Tom Jones. It's Tom Jones! Now, my kids know Tom Jones as being a really old man.
Oh!
So they were thinking that the old lady was thinking he was an old fella.
Isn't that funny? It's a funny old world. Dear listener, we have another hour of this nonsense to go. If you want to give us a call, you'd be very, very welcome. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you can call us about absolutely anything you want. There is no agenda. There are no rules. You can give us a call about anything. This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee and Catherine Boyle on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone on, and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Some are dead, and some are living. In my life, I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love something new, though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I love you more.
It's actually quite moving, isn't it? It's Keith Moon.
Oh, my.
Keith Moon, 40 years ago. Yesterday, we lost him. That's actually quite nice. It's better than this. This is... big fan of the Beach Boys, Keith Moon. You'd never know by listening to this.
Well, it's been going up inside of me for I don't know how long.
So there we go. 03444991000 is the phone number. Don't forget, you can listen to Talk Radio on DAB. You can download the app, or you can go to talkradio.co.uk. You can watch the show. Hello, viewers. You can watch it on periscope.tv/Iain Lee, or if you go to youtube.com/Iain Lee, IAINLEE. You can watch us there. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in and taking part in the show. Paul Ross is on at 1 o'clock. You can call us until then. And you know the rules, guys. You know the rules. You can call us about absolutely anything you want to talk. We'll sit here and we'll talk rubbish and we'll talk about what's going on in the papers and, you know, talk nonsense and play silly word games and things like that. But you can call in and join in on any of those things. Or if you want to phone in and just check in and say, do you know what, I'm having a really lousy day, or I'm having a really brilliant day, or whatever, you can call in about that. This isn't one of those shows that I'm so bored of listening to now. I'm really bored of listening to the shows where, you know, it's for the first hour we're going to talk about Israel. And then the second hour we're going to talk about Jacob Rees-Mogg. And then the third hour, we're going to talk about the royal wedding. You know, and I've been finding myself listening to phone-in radio less and less. What are you doing?
Folding up this crying cactus so no one finds it.
Okay, it's quite noisy. Sorry. Yeah. You're doing it right by a microphone. You know that these pick up noises and things.
But they don't pick up my voice. They pick up...
Just put it in the bin.
Oh, well, but someone will find it.
Well, just scrunch it and put it in the bin. Trying to do an impassioned plea to the listeners. Well, I've lost my thread now. Oh yeah, I'm finding listening to phone-in radio. I do it less and less. Yeah. There's a guy I used to listen to a lot. I was listening the other day, and I texted our mate. I said, "Do you know what? He's actually really boring. It's actually really boring."
If it's the same person you're thinking of that I'm thinking of, he's got quite negative.
Oh no, I'm not talking about Nick Abbott.
Nor am I.
Oh, go on. Who are you talking about? Oh, okay, right. No, I've not been around to listen to Nick for a while. I'm normally asleep by then. No, I just finding it also. There's a few people. I tell you who I'm really digging at the moment. I like Paul between 1 and 5. I like Paul a lot, although not really a phone-in show. Though I think if people phoned in, he'd be more than happy to talk to you. But I like that. I think there's a lot of work goes into that, you know, especially as the fact is between 1 and 5 in the morning when a lot of people just coast it, and he gets a lot of good guests and a lot of interesting things. And you know, if you're bored by, you know, you don't like one guest he's got, 20 minutes later, he'll have someone else on, and he rattles through it. There's a lot of energy for a nighttime show. So I like that. I also like listening, it's on the same time, Dotton on BBC London. I like that, although he has the same 6 callers every night, the same 6 callers, and they're so rude. They're so rude, those callers. I messaged him the other day and said, how the hell do you not lose your temper with those people? And he said, I'm a very laid-back man. And I thought, yeah, so I like listening to him because I like him. I like him, and I like his interactions. I'm trying to think who else, as in a phone-in show, because I love Howard Hughes, but that's not really a phone-in show. I like Falling Asleep to Howard. I like Bob Mills, but that's not
Mike
really...
Graham does a cracking job, I think.
Oh, do you know what, actually? Yeah, you're right. I was listening to a bit of Mike Graham today and yesterday, and, yeah, it was good. It was really good. Again, another thing where it's like 15, 20 minutes, move on to the next thing, 15, 20, and he doesn't give a stuff. And I disagree with about 75% of what comes out of his gob. But he puts it in such an entertaining way. I think Daisy McAndrew, who's been doing it with him as well, I think she's brilliant. I've always
Katy
thought
Perry, who's normally with him, is fantastic as well.
I've not heard much with her. I've heard
she's
bits.
so
yeah,
good.
I've heard bits. I've heard bits with her, but I've kind of. But yeah, I've been listening. I've always liked Daisy. I've always liked Daisy when she was at LBC at the same time as me. There's a slight crossover, and I've always thought that she was good. But Mike Graham's great.
And nobody better tell him this, but I really miss James Whale.
Yeah,
James and Ash.
James and Ash. But I don't listen to it very much because we're getting ready for our show, or we're having supper, or we're watching telly, or we're doing whatever we have to do to get the vibe. The thing is, being at home or being in my car and listening to a phone-in show, I'm bored of Ferrari. I could never listen to Julia Hartley-Brewer because I think her views are obnoxious.
James O'Brien.
Yeah. It's not really a lot going on, really. Not really a lot going on. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. Let's go to James. It's not James O'Brien, is it?
Hello.
Hello, mate.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. What have you got?
Yeah, I'm just on my way. I was just on my way home from open mic night in Nottingham.
Oh, yeah. What? But comedy or music?
Yeah, and...
Hang on, what do you mean, yeah?
Sorry?
Was it comedy or was it music, or was it both?
No, it was music.
Okay, here we go.
There was a comedian, but he was awful.
Oh, well, a lot of them are. So did you perform?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been to 2, actually. I've performed at both.
Hang on.
And I do James Taylor stuff.
Where are you? I can hear. Are you at home now?
No, I'm sitting in the car.
Right, but with the keyboard ready to go?
No, with the guitar.
Oh, well, go on then. Give us a bit of James Taylor.
All right, then. How about You've Got a Friend? The reason I want to sing it is because it's Mental Health Week.
Yeah.
And for all those who are lonely and feel they haven't got friends, this is for them.
Well, okay, here we go. I love a bit of James Taylor, yeah.
Okay, can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's good!
Down.
He can do the voice!
Trouble, and you need some loving care. And nothing's going right. Close your eyes and think of me. Soon I will be there. Rising up. Even your darkest night. Call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to you again. The spring, summer, fall. All you got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You got a friend. In the sky, they love you. From dark and through the clouds, and there's no
Well...
Oh, sir, no!
Oh, carry on,
Carry on, finish it, finish it, go on, it's good!
You hear me knocking at your door. You call that kind of thing, and you know wherever I am, but I'll come running. You oh yeah, all you got is love, and I will be there, yes I will. I will know she's not a friend. People can be so wrong. They'll hurt you and hurt you. Take your soul if you let them. Don't you let them. It's all about my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. You again, oh yes, bring some comfort. All you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will.
Hey, come on, man! You're good!
Oh, wonderful.
You can actually do it!
Well, I'll try.
Well, mate! So hang on a minute. So you've only done 2 of these open nights?
Sorry?
You've only done 2 of these open mic nights?
No, I go every week, but I did 2 different venues tonight.
Oh, he's doing a circuit.
Mate!
Yeah, I do stuff like Tracy Chapman, you know.
No, don't! I can't stand Tracy Chapman.
I know you can't.
I can't stand her. Oh, God, I think she's so maudlin. But James Taylor, we loved her. Hey, James, that was brilliant, mate. Thank you for that.
It's my pleasure.
Cheers, fella. What a lovely man. What a lovely sound.
Oh,
Imagine
maybe
being able
want to
play-
get...
Go
Maybe
on.
want to get my guitar
Yeah, well,
out.
when I move, if it ever happens, I'm taking all the guitars with me. Obviously, they're mine, and I'm going to set them up and play them. They're all stuck in a room. All these guitars, and man alive. 03444991000. This is the late night alternative on Talk Radio.
Dead of night discourse for disco queens,
I'm related to Jedward and Dolly Parton.
dairy farmers, and distant fathers.
Yeah, whatever.
The late night alternative with Iain Lee
Doing lots of things that we don't know about, we can't control.
on Talk Radio.
Yeah, it's great.
03444991000. So, Catherine has been looking for murders after last night's talking about the American Yorkshire Ripper, George. What was his name? George Burns. What was he? Who was the guy? Anyway, the guy built a castle that was a murder torture palace, and it sounded absolutely brilliant, but horrific at the same time. So we thought Catherine could find maybe another murder and talk about it now. And I've got some.
Let's not be hasty.
Huh? Oh, all right. Okay, fine. Okay, I thought you might have captured those files and done that.
A message from Mr. Iain Lee.
Oh. What?
Take care, 'cause he cares.
There we go. Thank you, Tony Blackburn. That's nice. Okay, well, we'll do that later on then. 03444991000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. You're very, very welcome to. There was a story. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Glitter bum is cheeky new Insta craze.
What?
Glitter boobs are so 2017. I missed glitter boobs? Boobs of glitter? I missed them? This year is all about the glitter booty. Giving your bum some sparkle is an Instagram hit and set to be a festival favourite. I don't know what this means. Bonnie McLaren looks at some cracking efforts.
Oh.
So there's pictures of arses, ladies' arses, and they're, delightful arses, but covered in glitter. You know what I mean.
I can tell you've not got little girls.
So they glitter
If you
their
sit down
arses?
anywhere in my house, that's what's going to happen to you.
Oh no, we have a lot. Well, no, boys play with glitter
Oh,
as well.
really?
Yeah, we got glitter and all of that stuff. But so there's basically just different bums. I don't understand why this is a thing. There's different bums, and they've got glitter on them.
And they've done that thing again that seems to be a thing these days, which is hoying your pants up your crack as far as it'll go.
That is, I mean, that one's uneven. That's all over the place. That's that's the look at the moment, isn't it? That you
Hungry bum.
You do hungry bum. You do that, and people seem to go nuts for it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't.
Doesn't look comfortable.
Doesn't look comfortable.
The chafe.
Two rival ice cream parlours are at war. Ice cream. This isn't new, because ice cream men, and it was men primarily. Ice cream men have always been at war. In Glasgow, actual violence. Duncan Bannatyne started out as an ice cream man, and he got involved in some argy-bargy and a little bit of violence with the ice creams.
And before that, of course, ice cream was a source of a lot of disease.
What?
Yeah, when ice cream first became a thing, like a couple of 100 years ago, they didn't do cornets or tubs. You had a penny lick.
Oi.
And you all used the same.
We had a girl at school who must have been talking about that.
A penny lick.
Yeah.
And people were getting all kinds. And they traced it back to the ice cream.
Well, what could you get though? Like syphilis?
Anything that you get from spit, germs,
tuberculosis.
That, yeah. Penny lick.
I'll have a TB69, please. Two rival ice cream parlours are at war after one accused the other of copying its special sundaes. George Johnson and Lily Trunfell, who run The Parlour, say a nearby branch of Mr. Sims' old sweet shoppy. There's lots of these shops, these oldie, sweetie shoppies popping up everywhere. I never go in them.
Just means everything's in a jar.
Yeah, I never go in them. I don't want to, hark back, but I do miss going in and getting some, penny chews and
quarter
things.
of.
Yeah, Cola cubes and bonbons, toffee bonbons. The nearby branch of Mr. Sims' oldie, sweetie shoppy swiped pictures of their individually designed ices and passed them off as its own. So he's nicked the pictures. He's actually nicked. There's the pictures. Look, he's nicked the pictures. The couple claim the names of the sundaes sold in their shop in Arundel, West Sussex, have also been nicked and the menu copied. But Joseph Crouch, who Joseph Crouch, who runs the Horsham branch of the Mr. Sims' Ye Oldie Sweetie Shoppy franchise, said there have been threats to torch his shop since the row blew up on Facebook. George, that's the first guy with the lady, 41, whose Sundays include Wild Unicorn, Nutty Nutella and Spunky Spittle, said...
I think for legal reasons you've got to say he's not selling Spunky Spittle.
Okay, I mean, I would buy it. Said he'd taken pictures from our social media and simply threw them up on his own page pretending they were his desserts.
Outrageous.
Then we found a copy of his menu, which was pretty much the same as ours, including the font and Sunday name we came up with. Lily, 21, said he'd even used a snap that had our name etched in a wafer. Oh, yeah, it does. Look, it's the same picture. Well, it's the same picture. Joseph has now removed the online pictures and menus. He said, we are aware of the situation on Facebook. We have reached out to the parlour to try and make amends. They have not responded to our offerings. Due to the abusive and threatening nature of the comments online, I've had to refer the matter to the police.
Yowza.
Isn't it, though? Isn't it? Here's the thing. I like these ice cream parlours, and they do all kinds of things. They do waffles with ice cream, cookie dough, hot cookie dough with ice cream, all of these wonderful things, these wonderful concoctions. There's nothing better than a banana split. Banana split! It's a banana cut down the middle with a bit of vanilla ice cream in the middle. If you're feeling flush, vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, and some spray cream on top. But that's it. Some hundreds and thousands. That's it. A banana split. Failing that, I'll have a Knickerbocker Glory, please. That's it. All this fancy, you have a crap, you have a go in and you have a crap, and then you have a you crap on an ice cream. I don't even know. I wouldn't even order that. I wouldn't order a crap. Why'd you order a...
Do you mean it? Do you mean a pancake?
I don't. Is that... They put it into that shape, do they? They beat it into the shape. Why? That's just... You talk about getting syphilis from that girl at school. Well, you're going to get worse if you eat crap. You are what you eat. And if you eat that... But
then you're a crap.
The kids... Well, the kids love a crap. So I let them...
What your kids do?
Yeah.
You let them eat that?
I let them eat that.
What, in front of you?
Yeah. But the Banana Boat song, what do they call it? Banana Split is, for me, is the thing.
I made ice cream today.
Boozy ice cream for your friend who's blown you out?
Yeah, so I'll have to eat it all by myself.
I never liked boozing. I never liked booze in the... You ruin a really good trifle by putting sherry in it. What is that about? Yeah. Don't do that. Just make a nice... And I like... For me, trifle should be those sponge fingers. That should be the base. Make the base out of sponge...
Ladies' fingers?
No, ladies' fingers is okra. Sponge fingers.
Okra? What's okra?
Okra is ladies' fingers.
Oh.
Sorry? The green... The thing. Okra. What? You know what okra is, What the hell is this? Have I entered a parallel universe where people don't know that ladies' fingers is okra?
I thought that in English they're ladies' fingers, in French they're langue de chat.
I don't care what they are.
Those biscuits.
No,
that have got sugar on.
Yeah, that's not a lady's finger.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
What is it then?
It's a sponge finger. It's not a lady's finger. Ladies' fingers is okra.
What's okra?
Okra. Why am I saying? Can someone phone me up, please? 0344 499 1000. Can someone phone me up, please, and settle this debate once and for all, right? Have I gone mad? It's like a little blood vessel burst in my brain, and suddenly... is that that episode of The Twilight Zone, the remake, that's got... I think Bruce Willis might be in it. No, he's not. He's in the one where there are two Bruce Willises. The one where the lady doesn't understand... She wakes up and she's speaking English, but everyone is speaking, like, gobbledygook English, and she has to learn, like, the word for dinosaur is Wednesday and stuff like that.
Are you having an episode?
Is that... Of The Twilight Zone? Is that what has happened? Okra. Okra. Why don't you understand okra? Okra is the green thing you get in, it's like in Chinese restaurants, ladies' fingers. There's a phone call. Take it, Sam. Phone them straight back. They're going to back me up.
Meanwhile, if you want The Evil Dead, I can give it to you.
Okay, well, hang on a second, because this is far more important now. This is way more important now. We're waiting for Sam to call this person back.
Someone saying, what's okra?
It'll be someone going... Yeah, Ian, you're right, actually. You're right. Ladies' fingers is okra. How could anyone not even know that?
Okra.
Sam! God damn it! Boy, phone them back quicker! God damn it! I can't wait this long to be proven right!
You're going to have a Russell at this rate.
A Brand or a Hearty. Right. James!
Hello, Mr. Lee, good evening.
James, speak to her, please, and correct her.
Yes, I'm settling an argument because okra does, in fact, it's called lady's fingers, and we eat them in Jamaica.
And what do they look like?
Jamaica?
Yeah, Jamaica.
Jamaica. No, she went of her own accord. It tastes like food as well, apparently.
Tastes like food.
So what does okra, ladies' fingers, look like, please, James?
So it's kind of like the
That's
same
not a
length
lady's
as
finger, Catherine.
It's ladies'
It's the finger
fingers.
of a docker. Sorry,
it's
James.
Like a pea pod. If you can imagine a pea pod, but it's got kind of a funny shape to it, like a.
Hang on a minute, James. Are you Jamaican?
Yeah, man.
Right. Are you?
Yeah. Born in Jamaica, man.
Oh. Well, or are you just doing the chalky accent? I don't know anything.
No, I'm not. I'm born in a place called St. Elizabeth in Jamaica. Your listeners will know that, right?
My listeners will know that you were born in St. Elizabeth. they go, oh, yes.
No, they'll know where St. Elizabeth is. It's in Jamaica.
But we had a kid phoning up pretending he was from Wyoming.
Oh, no, I'm definitely an original. Ask me a question on Jamaica, anything you want.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right. If I've got a question on Jamaica, how many people live there?
About 2.5 million.
He's from Jamaica. But here's the thing, and I don't want to get into a fight with James because James is agreeing with me and is destroying you. But, James, may I pick you up on one thing?
Go on.
They don't just eat it in Jamaica.
No, I'm saying that's where I know it from, but it's a food, right?
It's a food, and and it's a vegetable.
Okay, now can we have someone who knows about...
We eat it with steamed fish.
Okay.
There we go. And you get it in Chinese. You get it in Chinese food as well. And
they eat it a lot in Africa too.
It's got a slightly bitter taste. It's nice though. It's got a crunch to it.
I think if you go to a curry house, you might have something called bindi bhaji, which I think
bindi bhaji
is bindi bhaji. Is that okra in a sauce?
Yeah, it could be. It could be actually. It could be. And they're not just to clarify, James, because I bet your mum used to make a cracking trifle, didn't she?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, of course she did.
Trifle, man.
Of course she did. Right? Ladies' fingers aren't sponge fingers, are they?
I think they're both called ladies' fingers.
No, you mean like the sponge fingers that go around the outside of a sort of a trifle-y thing?
Yes, I do, James. This guy's great. Are you about the same age as? Are you about 46?
Do you know, you're good at this, you know. I'm 51.
Oh, I'm not good
You're
enough.
not that good.
No, if I'm more than 2 years out, it don't count. But we are of a similar age, so we would have had...
guys,
hang on a minute, we're reminiscing about trifles.
Yeah. But how many trifles you made?
No, my mum used to make them.
Yeah. How many trifles have you made?
No, my nan used to make them.
How many trifles has this guy made?
Well, I don't
Loads.
No, I've eaten loads of trifle, man.
I've made trifles and I put ladies' fingers in them.
In them or around them?
In the bottom, and you soak it in booze.
Here's the thing, Catherine.
No, that's broken biscuits in the bottom of a trifle.
Hell no.
Here's the thing, Catherine. You've been making trifle wrong your whole life, right? James and I were eating a lot of trifle in the 70s and the 80s, right? A lot of, and that was peak trifle. That was peak. I tell you what, you don't get anymore, James.
Go on.
Blancmange.
No, because it's bloody awful.
I used to love a pink blancmange.
Did you used to have custard powder to make your custard, or was it made from scratch?
No, God, no. It was custard powder. It was Bird's custard powder.
Oh, out of the tin. We used to love that.
Yeah. I love a bit of custard powder, but no one actually made real custard. That never happened. That can't have happened. I bet your mum did a cracking trifle like my nan did. Oh, I'd love. And the thing is, James, at Christmas, right? No one makes trifle anymore, unfortunately, but we buy one from Marx's, right? I'm the only one in the house that likes it. I can do a whole Marx's trifle in one setting.
Oh, you greedy thing. So here's the thing. When I used to eat trifle as a 10-year-old, my mum used to sneak a bit of sherry in, especially at Christmas.
Ooh, I don't like the sherry in the trifle, but did you like... when I was a kid and I used to drink Shandy Bass, I'd always feel a little bit tipsy. Oh, a little bit boozy. Did you feel a bit drunk as an 8-year-old when you were eating your mum's trifle?
Yeah, I used to have a trifle hangover the next day. It was awful.
Is Mum still with us, James?
Yeah, man. She's in Jamaica right now.
Get her to make a trifle!
Yeah, man.
We're going... Stop saying that. I'm coming over there with you next time, James. I want one of your mum's trifles.
Big things. Your name's on the list, man.
Thank you, mate. Nice to talk to you, James. Cheers, fella.
Ciao, bye.
Ta-ta. He knows his onions and his trifles. That guy is great.
I'm not having you two mansplaining trifle to me.
Yeah. Well, you've been making it wrong. You've been making it wrong. Thank you, James. I like that. And we're not explaining trifles, we're explaining ladies' fingers. It's okra.
Don't explain ladies' fingers. I'm an owner of both sets of ladies' fingers.
Okay, well, it's okra.
No.
Yes, it is.
Well, maybe they're both called that. How about that?
No, they're not. And you've just shown me a picture that someone's tweeted you of
a box of ladies' fingers, and it isn't veg.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you remember, but people were dicking around with Keith Moon's Wikipedia. And someone sent me screen grabs of the birthday the date of death being the 7th of September, and also under occupation it said poo head. So I would be very, very, unless it's coming from my Twitter feed, I would be very suspicious of, it's a hacked Wikipedia site you're showing me. So what? What does that prove? Take that to, Judge Rinder. See what he's got to say about the thing.
I don't respect his authority.
Right. You ready for a murder now? Because I'm going to murder you in a minute. Yeah. Right, so let me get...
This is going to get spooky, guys, so if you're easily triggered by really, really old murders...
Let's get some murder music.
This is not...
No?
This is not me.
Hang on. Here we go. Hang on. I can't turn this off. You have to play this all the way to the end now. Sorry. Okay. We'll just sit through this and then we'll do... Nearly done. Halfway through.
No.
Nearly there, guys. Nearly done. You've been very, very patient. It is appreciated. So. Here we go. Murder. Go.
She's been described as the most vicious female serial killer in all recorded history. Where fact ends and fiction begins in her horrible story is now impossible to determine.
Oh, yeah.
But in her fame as a legendary vampire, she is out-rivaled only by Count Dracula.
Right, so is this a real person?
It's a real person.
All right, okay, because I don't want Hammer Horror.
Born in 1560.
Okay.
Elizabeth Bathory was endowed with looks, wealth, an excellent education, and a stellar social position as one of the Bathory family who ruled Transylvania as a virtually independent principality within the Kingdom of Hungary.
There we go.
When she was 11 or 12, Elizabeth was betrothed to Ferenc Nadasdy of another aristocratic Hungarian family. But a year later, she had a baby by a lower-order lover.
Uh-oh.
Nadasdy was reported to have had him castrated and then torn to pieces by dogs.
Wow.
The child, a daughter, was quietly hidden from view, and Elizabeth and Nadasdy were married in 1575 when she was 14. Because Elizabeth socially outranked her husband, she kept the surname Bathory, which he added to his own. And the young couple lived in the castles in Hungary at Sava and Zecha, now in Slovakia. But Ferenc was an ambitious soldier and was often away. So Elizabeth ran the estates, took various lovers, and bore her husband 4 children. She was 43 when he died in 1604. Word was beginning to spread about her sadistic activities. It was said that she enjoyed torturing and killing young girls.
Wowzers.
At first, they were servants at her castles, daughters of the local peasants. But later, they included girls sent to her by local gentry families to learn good manners. She believed that drinking the blood of young girls would preserve her youthfulness and her looks. Witnesses told of her stabbing victims or biting their breasts, hands, faces and arms, cutting them with scissors, sticking needles into their lips or burning them with red-hot irons, coins or keys. What? Some were beaten, some were starved. The story that Elizabeth used to bathe in their blood seems to have been added later on, but we can't be sure.
Dirty cow.
Lutheran minister went to the Hungarian authorities, who eventually began an investigation in 1610. In December of that year, Elizabeth was arrested, and so were 4 of her favourite servants and intimates who were accused of being her accomplices. They were tried. They were found guilty. 3 of them were executed, and the 4th sentenced to life imprisonment. Elizabeth herself was not put on trial because of her family's standing, but she was shut up in the castle, held in solitary confinement in a room whose windows were walled up.
Ooh.
She was 54 when she died there. 1614.
Here's the thing. Why did I find that quite sexy? Well, vampires are very erotic, but bloodsuckers.
It's a strong, powerful woman.
Yeah.
Who's obviously
fit as a fiddle.
Well, she certainly she had plenty of boyfriends.
No, but imagine if you came home from work early. Darling, I'm home. Oh, I'm just having a bath. Don't come up. Oh, I'll come up. What the blood? Is that blood? You dirty mare. You you're going to ruin our towels. You dirty mare.
Well, they didn't have Radox back then, did they?
No, they did
or
not.
Fengel.
They did not. Outrageous. I could kill. I could murder. Could
you?
Yeah, I think I could actually.
Gosh.
I think I've thought about
the
it.
Mirror's not listening. It'll be in there.
I've thought. You've thought about it, haven't you?
No.
Oh, Sam, you thought about murdering someone, killing someone. You thought about killing someone. Can someone phone me up? I'm dealing with two absolute bell cheeses of not even. I was going to say humanity, but that's an insult to humans.
And I think we might be dealing with a psychopath.
0344 499 1000. Phone me up if A, you have thought about killing someone, and B, if you haven't thought about killing someone. If you have not thought about killing someone. Because I would suspect that most people have thought about killing people at some... You've never thought about it?
No.
Ever?
No.
What, not even if someone kidnapped your children?
I haven't thought about that scenario.
Have you not?
No. But if you kill them, then you'll never find the kids.
But, okay... You know where the kids are,
Yep.
And you've got them.
I'd alert the authorities.
Oh, jog on!
Allow it to take its natural course.
Jog on! I would.
Would you wheel in there with a machete?
I would kill them if they hurt my kids. I would kill them. Right. So that's definite. I would definitely do that.
Right. Well, you said you've thought about killing someone. I thought you meant in particular.
No. Thought about killing them if they hurt my kids. Right. Got that. That's happening. That's a definite. So then I'll work back a couple of steps.
Killing them if they annoy your kids.
Killing them. Just killing someone. I think if I got really fired up, really got into it, I think I could do it. 0344 499 1000. You've thought about it, haven't you, dear listener? You must have thought. Everyone's thought about it.
I don't think we should do these Evil Dead sections anymore. It brings out something.
Is that what it's called now, Evil Dead?
The Evil Dead, yeah.
Okay. 0344 499 1000. Before Paul Ross comes in, don't let him hear this, because he might be the person that we kill. We won't kill Paul Ross. I like Paul.
We are not killing anyone.
Well, that would be the good cover to kill someone that you like. Because
it would make no sense.
Would make absolutely no sense whatsoever. 0344 499 1000. Who would you like to kill? Who have you killed? You can change your name.
We're not seeing that Jeffrey Dahmer thing tomorrow, are we?
Well, yeah, we are actually. Yeah. This is the genuine late night alternative on Talk Radio.
The late night alternative with that man, Iain Lee. There's no strangers here, just friends you haven't stalked on Facebook yet.
Have never sent my picture to anyone who didn't request it.
The late night alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Yes.
During that break, we had loads of phone calls and everyone agreed with me, but I don't want to put them all on there because it would be silly. 0344 499 1000. Iain Lee, Catherine Boyle. Don't forget the podcasts and all of that rubbish. Now, listen to this. Right. Comedian Rod Hull's bad-tempered emu puppet is up for auction.
No thanks.
Oh, I'd love that. You listen to how much they think it's going to get as well. The figure who famously floored chat show host Michael Parkinson in 1976 is being sold by a collector. Emu also destroyed the Queen Mother's bouquet of flowers after the 1972 Royal Variety performance. The snarling puppet was made for Rod Hull, who died aged 64 after a fall from his roof in 1999. Oh, this figure was one of several emus he used. Right, suddenly I'm not so interested in it.
It might be one of the subs.
It could reach up to... How much?
100,000?
For emu?
Well, I don't know.
Well, they're saying it could reach up to 1,000 at a sale in Chippenham, Wiltshire on May 31st. It'll be more than that. I'd be in 500 for it.
Would you?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want emu. I'd want Jemima from, or Hamble. Hamble What an ugly doll that was.
All right, mate. A bit racist.
Not at all.
Auctioneer Richard Edmonds says, it's amazing how people respond to Emu. Even when he's just lying on the table, staff are wary of getting too close to him. Flipping idiots. Flipping idiots. Emu was a great act. Someone retweeted, I think Dredge retweeted it. I think it was a great clip. Rod Hull and Emu on the Johnny Carson show attacking Richard Pryor. It's amazing.
My cousin Jackie wouldn't go upstairs in my grandma's house because she was told Emu was up there.
Wow.
She kept going up the stairs, so they had to sort of persuade her not to. They bought an Emu puppet. You could get them, couldn't you?
Yeah, of course you could.
And they just had it peep round the door once.
It's a
She'd
great
never go
act.
up there again.
When I started doing stand-up, I did a really weak routine about Rod Hull. Rod Hull had gone bankrupt or something, and I said that he was selling everything, including Emu, but he was still going to do the act. And so then I would do the Emu act without thing, and I would attack someone in the audience.
Just with your hand?
Yeah, it was weird. It was a weird thing. I can't believe I still do it. And I would grab someone and drag them by the leg and drag them across the floor and then grab their shoe and throw it over the room. Imagine doing it. I did that. Imagine doing that. And I was like...
How many times did you get punched?
I never got punched. I got told to F off a few times. Most people went with it. And I was dragging them across the floor. Rip their shoe off and just lob it. Like that. I must have done that a couple of hundred times, man. A couple of hundred times at least. Some people would tell me to F off. I never got punched. You would get a vibe quite quickly if they weren't up for it, and you just sort of cut it a bit short.
Halfway across the floor.
But yeah, I'd forgotten about that. I'd be up for it. I wouldn't pay I'd go 500. But also, if it's one, I bet Paul Ross has worked with Rod Hull. He must have done. But if it's one of a several emus, you want the emu that attacked Parky. You want the emu that had a go at Richard Pryor. You want that emu. You don't want, crappy.
The job share, no. It turns out it's probably, they did sort of intersperse them.
Well, I wonder how many emus there are, really.
How many do you need? I reckon 3.
Could be it.
When we had the girls, we always had 3 of their favourite toys. So
no.
Yeah. And
We
it was
never
lucky we did because we've ended up with one left of one of them.
We never did that.
Yeah, we had one for the wash, one for in bed with them, and then one for if, heaven forbid, one got lost.
A lonely lighthouse keeper threw thousands of messages in bottles into the sea. Well, that sounds like this guy's like a Tinder addict before Tinder had been invented. He's just swiping furiously, including one which led to a romance with the finder.
Oh.
Robbie Goldsmith, 73, would put up to 12 bottles a week into the ocean to stave off boredom in his 30-year career. Flipping it, he's the reason that we've got we can't use plastic anymore.
Yeah.
This twonk been chucking bottles into the sea willy-nilly.
We threw a bottle off the ferry once, and we got a letter back.
Did you?
Yes.
Saying, please do not throw bottles off of the P&O property.
No, it was off some kid who found it on the beach.
Tosser. He spent 56 days at a time alone in the Hanoi lighthouse. Oh, God, I'd love that. I would love that. Here's what I've decided. When when I've moved into my new place and I've paid off the mortgage and this career goes tits up, which could be sooner rather than later, I'm going off grid. I'm going to get rid of the I need the internet now for work. I need Twitter for work. I need Facebook for work. But once all this is ended, getting rid of it, I'm deleting my Twitter, deleting my Facebook, I'm going off grid. I'm just not having anything more to do with the internet because it sucks. The internet sucks, man. We don't need any of that.
I'm going to keep that recording just for future use.
All right, well, you won't be able to email it to me.
No, but I'll be able to play it out of my car as I drive by.
Well, I'm not telling you where I live. I'm not giving you my new address. It's top secret location. He spent 56 days at a time alone in the Hanoi lighthouse off the Channel Island of Guernsey. He got hundreds of replies, including one from a German called Jutta, living in France, that led to a torrid and passionate, filthy love affair. Retired Robbie, who lives in St. Peter Port on Guernsey, said, I got transferred to Alderney Lighthouse and she came and visited me. We struck up a relationship She was very good looking. This guy's he's making this up. This is absolute bullshine.
She's very good looking and apparently indiscriminate. She would just answer any old bottle.
It was the sort of thing I would have dreamed about as a younger man. In a break from his relationship with Jutta, he married a former sweetheart. When they split 10 years later, Jutta visited him again.
You wouldn't know her if she's from a different school.
But
Bless you.
But the magic had gone. Robbie left the Lighthouse Service 20 years ago, but his messages are still being found. One dated November the 28th, 1993, turned up in Calais recently.
Gosh,
I mean, really.
Such a litter bug.
These people like this disgust me.
You should be fined for each one.
It should be found. Should be found.
Oh, sorry.
So there's royal weddings happening, and I really can't wait. That's why I'm going to be in Birmingham this weekend at a retro video game conference expo, as opposed to the town that I normally live in, which is where the royal wedding's taking place.
They've asked you to clear out, haven't they?
This lineup, yes. This lineup has the real look-alike of Love. These are brilliant. These are absolutely brilliant. I'll show you the picture of it. Don't look yet. I'll show you the picture of it. The 4 Harrys and 5 Meghans were picked from 3,000 hopefuls to be part of a royal double act.
Oh, dear.
Britain Reese Whittock and Inmaculada Santisteban Serrano of España, both 34, won the EasyJet competition. Well, which one is it? Flipping heck. After impressing judges, including professional Prince William lookalike Simon Watkinson with their waving and proposal skills, they rode past Buckingham Palace in an open carriage. So basically, there's 4 ginger blokes with big bushy ginger beards and 5 dark-haired women. I mean, they are the worst. I mean, I did a TV show for Sky with a Prince Harry and Prince William lookalike. They were pretty ropey. But these guys take the lady's finger. They're awful. Look at the teeth on them.
They're just people.
Yes, they're just people. They're just people. That's all they are. It's outrageous.
Gosh. I mean, he looks like Ed Sheeran.
Yep.
He looks like my Uncle Pete.
Okay. You're just saying people we don't know. Good evening, Poros. Come in. Do you ever work with Rod Hull and Emu?
I interviewed him once when he was in Panther in Southend, and he was fantastic because we went out for a beer, and he had like a shout, he only had a coffee, but he took a carrier bag with him, and he said, "What's this?" And people recognised him, and every now and again he'd say to them, Emu's in there, and then he'd shake it, and everybody jumped away from him.
Isn't that
Nothing
funny?
in the back, and he was great on the charity. He loved buying second-hand books in charity shops.
Really?
Lovely fella, yeah.
Yeah, do you know what? I wish he was still around. It'd be nice to get him on, wouldn't it?
And then my slightly prouder boast is, I was producing The Word when I booked him alongside Snoop Dogg. And Snoop Dogg was in an interesting state and didn't quite... I think he knew it was a puppet, but didn't. And in the end, he said, "Get that Mo flipping bird away from me," pulled it down and put his foot on the bird's neck to keep it in place. It's on YouTube.
I'm having that
The Snoop stuff, It was a funny night, that was.
Flipping, I think... do you know, that rings a bell.
And, of course, because Ron Hull was fearless, as we like when he attacked Parky, he didn't give up on it. It was just a great...
Did he not?
Yeah, it was like the Crips of the Bloods, but one was a stuffed bird.
And that's the thing, with him, I always think of, like, the kids stuff, like the pink windmill and that kind of slightly naff stuff. And you're right, I was thinking about this with Parky, and the fact that he attacked the Queen Mother's flowers. He was fearless. He was nuts to go and do that.
Yeah.
What's in your show tonight, Mr.
On the
Ross?
show tonight, we're talking Dam Busters, we are talking Buckingham Palace garden parties, and we're talking the release on this day in history of 2 of the greatest albums of all time. Coincidentally, on this day, Pet Sounds and Blonde on Blonde were both released 52 years ago today. So a bit of a tribute to those 2.
I love the Beach Boys. I love the Beach Boys. Do you know what? I struggle with Pet Sounds. I find it quite full. I prefer Sunflower. Sunflower for me is the one where, it's...
Although I've got the Pet Sounds box set, which I'm sure you have, and when they got the lyrics the Beach Boys didn't like singing, like instead of "I know there's an answer," they sang "Hang on to your ego."
Yeah.
And Brian, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
You know?
Might love
Trombone
kicks off.
Dixie. Trombone Dixie.
Trombone Dixie's great, but yeah, hang on to your ego. So, Brian, we can't sing songs about ego. We're the Beach Boys. I love it. Paul, thank you very much, mate. Paul will be on at 1 o'clock, as he often is. You have been listening to Iain Lee and Catherine Boyle, the Late Night Alternative. We are here every Monday to Friday, 10 o'clock at night until 1. Don't forget, you can go and download the podcast. The phone call that we had with Lacey from last week is up as a podcast, and also Pete Heat the Magician if you want some of that. Thank you for watching on YouTube. Thank you for calling. We will be back tonight at 10. Until then, from us, ta-ta!